Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
How's everyone doing today?
How is everyone?
Yes, making sure everything's good and everything sounds all right.
I think I sound great.
Do you?
I mean, I don't know because I'm not listening to myself, but
Oh,
in my head, it sounds awesome.
I see, I see. Well, welcome, everybody, to the Blind Wave Podcast, where we are talking about who knows what. And Calvin eats.
Kinds of things. So, like, when you were editing stuff for Blind Wave and had to hear your own voice, like, at what point did you get used to how you sound on video versus how you sound in your head?
I don't know. I guess I never really had the hang up of like, oh, that's what I sound like. But
Except when you were doing the Stern Wheel Festival.
oh yeah, I hated that. But that's because it's like a fake,
That's like
desperate.
Not
I need to get
actual
this done.
tone of voice.
Announcer voice.
Desperate.
Yeah, like
You mean desperate?
because I need to get that video done. And I was like, do we get someone to? I'll just do it.
It wasn't a desperate voice.
No,
It was
I mean, like-
was it, please come to the Sternwell Festival.
now.
Oh my god,
Uh.
that would have been better. Yeah, no, I never really had the hang up. Yeah, I think I was usually okay. What about you guys?
I never really had the hang up either. Maggie has a big hang up on it, though. Doesn't like
Gotcha.
the way she sounds.
Yeah,
You don't know. I have no problem hearing my voice.
why are you laughing?
I imagine my wife be like, "Of course he doesn't."
Gotcha. Gotcha. What about you, Calvin?
there for a while. It bothered me to hear my own voice,
Mm-hmm.
but then I just got tired of worrying about my voice while also having to edit. It was like just too much effort to worry about it. So
Sure.
I just decided to stop caring.
Yeah.
You ever go in and, like, increase the bass or anything?
No,
Make some-
no, I didn't do that.
Some modifications.
No, I don't think so.
You
The only-
should at some point for something. I don't know what, but that'd be hilarious.
The only real hang up I ever have, and I still have, is just everybody has a transition word that they used to, whether it's or you know. I use you know all the time. If you pay attention to how many times I say you know, it will drive you and me crazy.
Now you've just ruined everyone listening to the podcast.
Every video I say you know too much.
Yeah.
You said
you notice
know
it a
to like
lot.
break into a conversation.
Yeah, it's just one of those words where like, you know, like is the big one. You know, I don't think that I use like too much, but if you pay attention to people that use like too much, it drives me crazy sometimes.
Sure.
Carmen uses like a lot, and I tease her for it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she'll be trying to think, and she'll say like 4 times in a row.
Does
Mhm.
she like Valley Girl like it? Or is that how you tease her?
That is how I tease her. She's not quite that bad.
Oh.
What would be a good replacement transition word if I was able to stop saying you know?
Verily.
Fairly, you know.
Good.
What?
I think that's the correct answer.
My favorite Lord of the Rings character is Gimli, Legolas, verily Frodo. Verily,
Irregardless.
the most would be verily
Oh.
Sam.
Use irregardless.
Irregardless.
Yes, that'd be a great one.
I feel like it should be
That
slowed
changes
low for you.
the meaning of the phrase, though.
Irregardless. Well, whenever we talk about it, I don't know. It could work.
Hmm.
I don't know why people use like, and it makes sense. They're just sounds. I don't know why words fall in there.
Sure.
You
well,
know?
it's for me, it's because I tried to stop saying like and I just for some reason didn't even notice that I was putting in you know as one.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like if I think about
You
it,
do say
I can.
whatnot a lot.
Whatnot?
Yeah. You say whatnot a lot.
I say whatnot? I don't think so.
Whatnot?
I don't ever remember saying whatnot. When do I say whatnot? Who said I said
When
whatnot?
you're
I'm
like-
gonna start keeping a tally now.
I feel like Calvin doesn't have a transition word. He has dead silence between his.
Well, that's also for me editing. Because I would prefer to have dead silence and cut that out than me have to cut off the last syllable of the word like or something like that.
Yeah.
You've got to master the silence so you sound thoughtful, ponderous, where like you're trying to make a very wise decision.
Are you saying that I
Thoughtful.
don't sound ponderous? I sound
And
preposterous.
ponderous.
Sometimes it seems like the silence shouldn't be you're searching for the word, but like
Like,
you're taking everything in and making it into like this beautifully constructed thing.
Sometimes I can do that. Other times my brain constructs it and then throws it as hard as it can at my tongue.
It just waves it in your face and then puts it in the shredder. Not today.
Dude, I need to find something where I'm saying whatnot, because I can't imagine myself filling in likes, us, and you knows with whatnot.
well, that needs to be Cobb's new project.
Yeah, Cobb, find
I
all
really-
the
He
times
needs
that
to,
Aaron
like,
has used
I don't think
transition
whatnot
word
is in a
for each
vocabulary
person.
I constantly use or anything.
Yeah.
You do. You have. You definitely have. There was one time last week where you were saying something and you're very thoughtful about it, and you said you were like listing things off, and you said, you know, they do this and whatnot, and this other thing and whatnot.
But that would be if I'm listing things off, right?
I know, but you used it as like a filler.
Well, a filler for not wanting to name off the rest of the list, probably, right? It's not like a
It seemed like you were
or you know,
like you were trying to.
And whatnot.
yeah,
It's
and
fu-
whatnot.
it's funny to think
yeah.
about.
It's not like a like and you know whatnot. But
I mean, it's a placeholder, same as like and
I mean, I'm definitely aware
No, it
that I
doesn't
use
fit the
you know
same.
too much. I'm aware that, especially if I'm really tired, just pronunciation and word structure just goes out the fucking window sometimes. I just give up. When you guys look at me, give
You
me
know
that
what
look.
I mean. You
Yeah.
understand. Words are overrated.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I know that I've done like and I've tried to be more conscious, especially when you edit. When you're editing yourself, like Jesus, fucking cut these likes out or
Yeah.
something, you know? Like I say it all the damn time. Make it a few less times or something. But
When we first started the YouTube channel, I was cutting out every half second of silence. Look, and I know this needs to be dense and packed, and there's never a pause. But towards the end of my editing, I was just like, fuck it, just leave it in there. You know, I don't want to edit it out every single time. This depends on if it's a big pause or not.
I hate YouTube channels that edit out all the pauses.
Like every single breath they take.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like there's no breaks between any of the sentences.
Yeah.
It wears me out.
yeah, it's
It,
just
it
word
definitely can. I
word
think
salad
that, like,
after a bit
I think
because
Philip
there's no punctuation or like any kind of delivery.
Yeah. I think Philip DeFranco does it the best because he does that, but he paces it in a way where it doesn't feel like it. You know, a lot of people do that, like we have a regular shot here, and then when I want to edit out, and if it's just one shot, I want to edit out a like, instead of just a hard cut, they will just zoom in a little bit, zoom back out, zoom in a little, zoom back out, you know?
yeah,
Damn it.
what?
I just said you know.
You did.
If only you
Yeah.
had one of these cameras, I could have zoomed in and out for you.
Just, I think sometimes the you knows are used as
A
did you
question
hear what I
to
said
get
and
a
respond to what
response.
I just said,
Yeah.
as opposed to
It definitely
There's
is,
other
but
times, though,
it's
that-
also, it's not.
there's other times
It's
you've
kind of like
used
a
it.
verbal jab.
There's other times that you've used it and it's you're talking about what you're trying to describe. And it's like, you know, when this
Mhm.
and you say it when you're thinking, but there's other times when like I know I've ended sometimes like I did earlier when we were just talking about whatever it was, and I'm like, you know, we do this and this and this, you know, and it's more of me directing towards like someone
It's
else.
like
and now you talk.
inviting a response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turning it into an interrogative
Yeah.
instead of a declarative.
So I feel like there's a difference between like if it's in the beginning or the middle, it seems more like trying to gather your thoughts and just saying something.
It's also
Versus at the end, it feels more like a handoff almost.
it's also more natural when you're halfway through the sentence and you realize I need to make this a question, but it's going to be really weird if I just raise my voice all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
in order to make it a question. So
You
it's
know?
just easier to just put, you know?
So
I don't know. What other hang-ups do you guys have whenever you're recording? Do you have anything like that?
I mean, whenever a spam caller and I accidentally press the green button instead of the red button.
Oh.
I'm always
that's a hang up.
not
Yeah.
always. but,
Bye.
I'm
You
looking
know?
at the battery life, the
What have you?
recording time,
Sure.
all that stuff about as often as I look in like a rearview mirror.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like, you still going?
The thing that I'm having to get over right now is that for about, or a little over a year, like 14 months, I had complete control when our videos ended, when the button was hit. And now, like, when a certain phrase or something happens, like, this is a perfect button hit, it doesn't happen because it's too far away from me, I just, like, despair. Like, that would have been a good one. Now we have to go another 5
You
minutes.
just need to get 4 buttons.
But the same thing with that though too is that sometimes you'd be like, we'd be wrapping things up, whatever. Like, you know, sometimes you just need a frog. We're like, what? And you go, I'm like, you can't just make a joke and hit your
I
own
have the
button.
control, though.
That's what you do.
I know,
You know?
I missed
And
the control.
I always love when there's like something said, then everyone's like, and they hit the button, or sometimes you can feel it out really well.
Sure.
You
But
should just have 4 buttons and control it like Super Smash Brothers Stage Select, where
No.
everyone can just move it all the
No.
time.
I like that idea because then we could fuck with Eric a lot more with the mouse.
Like, part of our button hit is that we can veto another person's button. Now we're not ending it on that.
I'm not doing that.
Like, 3 people veto it.
Like, everyone else has to veto the one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more fair. Because then you get like, no, I liked it. What, you liked it? Damn it. All right, fine.
What was the natural evolution of, like, we start our videos, like, okay, let's start, and we would just click the button, you know? And it just came to the point where we're just smashing it as hard as we could.
Yeah.
What was the evolution
All right, hit the
like?
button. It's like, all right.
How long did it take?
I don't know.
It felt like it happened relatively early.
it was in the first year we had it.
Yeah, but was it like a month, 6 months, a year? I don't, like, how long did it take us to get there?
I don't know.
It evolved
Isn't there a
through the hit the button thing. Like, you would say, like, push the button, or, you know,
Yeah.
all right, let's start. Something like that. I feel like it was during our reaction to Game of Thrones.
There's just something I like about just the
Like, before we
immediate,
caught up.
the immediate loud smash on a table that ends something. Sometimes you watch other YouTube videos and they just kind of like end. I'm like left with something. I don't know. But when I watch something that we just smash and end our conversation and it goes to the end screen, it always feels very, I don't know, final for me.
Cathartic.
Yeah.
someone made a hit the button from Blind Wave, where
Yeah.
it's like the first button hit for every show we did, and
Gotcha.
they went back through it. There's fucking Eric all by himself.
Mm-hmm. There probably wasn't a button there, was there?
There's probably no button hit.
Yeah.
Quit talking.
Certainly have distance record.
Yeah,
Comes
you
to
just,
hitting the button.
you just go, let's watch it. We'll start from the beginning.
Stupid.
And I was like, yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah. Mm.
But yeah, there's no button there. I don't know when we started it, though. Oh, Chief Chill? That's who did this?
Hmm.
I just want to see, like, what we started with.
Like, what was the first one?
I'm just looking now to see, like this is just, all right, now play. Yeah. Like, we don't have any of that. We're just, like, jumping into it. When did we do the first button hit?
I don't know.
Not Game of Thrones.
See, I know the part of the inspiration that I had for the button hit was I was listening to a podcast called Tell 'em Steve Dave, and they were friends of Kevin Smith, who is a filmmaker that they would be in his movies, and in the they would be like two background characters, and one of them would say something stupid, like in every, like not every movie, but a couple of his movies. One of them would say like, "Hey, go fuck yourself," and the other one would be like, "Tell him, Steve Dave," because they based that character off a guy named Steve Dave they used to know. And then in their podcast, they were trying to like, well, I don't want to do that. We don't want to just like ride on the success of that. And they're like, no, that's how we're going to get viewers. Let's ride on the success of it. So at the end of their podcast, when eventually it got to a fever pitch of someone saying something ridiculous, the other guy would just be like, "Tell him, Steve Dave," and that's the end of the podcast. So I guess kind of I got inspiration from that, of just having like something ridiculous be the thing that ends it, you know? Damn it. 2.
Damn. I'm up to September. We still haven't hit the button. We're still just going like 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeesh.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
It's crazy. Fucking there's Anthony. I forgot about Rebels of him. I want to know what the first one had to hit the button. I feel like it must have been like Arrow or Flash or something.
I have no idea.
I don't know where it is. I'm trying to go quickly.
Well, while Aaron's looking, anyone have anything about the week that they want to talk about?
I did want to say one more thing though about the button hit. One of my favorite things that we do, and I feel so bad for our editors, is that we have that fever pitch thing and we hit the button and then we realize like there's like more to talk about, so we force our editor to then cut the thing that we're about ready to talk about into before the fever pitch part, and sometimes it just doesn't flow. It's like we go fucking like from like a really intense conversation and then it goes into the fever pitch thing to end. So
okay,
and
so
sometimes we have like 4 or 5 button hits too.
there was a time before, I forget what it was. I think it might have been Star Wars Rebels or something like that, where like Eric said hit play, but on Sword Art Online Abridged, December 24th. You guys are doing some ridiculous clapping bullshit, you and Calvin. I don't know what the hell's going on. I sit down like, all right, guys, Calvin, hit the button. That's the first time I've heard hit the button in this video so far, which is December 24th. So that's still like 9 months after we started.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ultra is one of our editors. He's like, that's the worst. It fucks the context of everything.
Sorry, Ultra.
And there's often times where because we like go on a new tangent after we've had a button hit, we sometimes discover a new opportunity for a button hit. Now we force the editor to choose which one they're going to use.
Sure.
Yeah. But hey, we give them options, right?
We do.
Hey, that was the first one. Jessica Jones, January.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, all right, we're done with this nonsense. I was talking, I'm like, we're going to get into Jessica Jones. Finally watch this. Calvin, let Eric hit the button. And he moves his hand, you just go, you just slap it. And that was like the first actual button hit.
Gotcha.
Was Jessica Jones.
Huh. Jessica
in
Jones.
January of 2016, apparently.
Hmm.
According to Chief Chill's video here under the YouTube name coming soon.
Gotcha.
Well,
But yeah, no, I get you. Sometimes it's like, well, damn it, that was a good button hit, but I still want to talk about more stuff. Just, and then like we get to the end, and like just, editor, toss that in somewhere in the
Toss it
beginning.
in, figure
See you
it
later.
out.
yeah.
We're done.
We got more stuff to do.
It's your problem now.
There's that. I'm sure, I don't know if it's fun for them or not, but sometimes we start recording and I might hit the record button in the middle of this kind of like a small conversation we're having before actually starting the video. And that like I'll hit the record button, come sit down, and we'll wait to start the video once the conversation is kind of ended. But sometimes I look up and it's been 14 minutes that we've been recording. And
Sometimes
I'm like,
it's
do
true.
we restart so they don't have to download this, or maybe they'll find it interesting and
And then
watch
Rick
it
just
for-
yells, "It's gold, Jerry!" And we just go ahead anyway.
Yeah.
Ultra and Lano both say it's always fun.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it
There you
more
go.
now.
I know Ultra and Lano both will just like take little snippets of that.
Yeah.
You know, Lano does a thing where he like makes it black and white, and you're like, "What the hell are they talking about?" And then immediately we're, "Hey guys, crew blind wave."
Sometimes
And
there's
it's
ridiculous
over.
things. Or there's been music, been conversations we've had.
Yeah.
Ultra made a whole like Chuck intro out of us. Like you were listening to Chuck music, and I just kind of came and sat down. We just started dancing at the same time, and he made a whole intro out of that.
Can't remember what it was, but there was something where we all sat down and reacted to something on one of our phones
Yeah.
that we all like watched together.
Yeah, I remember that. What was
I
that?
can't remember what it was.
Huh. I know we did it for the Lord of the Rings thing. Every time I take another step. Didn't we watch that? We didn't watch that on the TV. Aaron just
Oh,
had it, I
sure.
think.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I take one more step.
Yeah, farthest ever, yada yada.
We also watched the normal voice Lord of the Rings.
I remember that.
Like,
the orc.
What is it?
Uruk-hai.
What do you smell? Man flesh. Ah, gosh.
They picked up our trail.
I like that one. That one was
Yeah.
better than the furthest step from ever being
Yeah.
home thing. I like that one a lot.
But if you don't follow us on Instagram, our editors actually will sometimes give that stuff to us just for social media posting, and Instagram gets a lot of those extra little tiny videos.
It's true.
When Aaron turned into Bulbasaur on Lucifer episode,
Yeah,
Man,
I remember that.
I don't watch
That
our
was good.
videos usually,
You don't know
So
when
shit
it
just happens sometimes. I'm like, what the hell are these people talking about? Or like something happens or whatever, and someone mentions or shows a GIF. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from?
It used to be, especially in the beginning when we actually started giving up that power of editing to editors. I was like, I gotta make sure I'm watching it, doing any corrections, making sure that they're doing what I would do or whatever. But that went away in like 2 months. So I was like, I don't have to edit. I don't want to watch. Right now, I'll usually watch, like, I love watching stuff I'm not in. So I loved watching the Barry reactions, not just because I wasn't in them, so I got to watch a Blind Wave video and not know what was going to happen, but also because that's a fantastic reaction show. So I very much enjoyed that. And whenever you guys were doing Attack on Titan, that was always fun. So I'll still watch that. I'll also watch... if I remember a specific moment that I'm like, I want to see how that turned out. Sometimes an editor has to do it. Again, damn it. An editor has to do like a visual effects thing because we, on a whim, did this some type of thing. Like, I wonder what he's going to do.
Sometimes we'll
damn it, it's going to take a half hour to do this.
Sometimes we'll say something too, and like, they're not going to do that. It's like, well, we'll see. But yeah, no. Like Ultra or Lano or whatever, like, just do something here.
Yeah.
And it's like, what am I supposed to do here?
I think that's what the Bulbasaur thing happened.
Yeah.
Because you were like, at one point you were drawing something, acting like you were drawing something, and it turned into like a Bulbasaur at one point.
There was something I was doing at one point. Was it Lano or it was Billy for something? Where I was like doing a thing over here, and then it turned into like a Dicks Are Yummy picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forget what that was.
I also just love when we come up with a bit, because so much of what we do on camera is literally made up in the moment. But when we do a bit, and I in my head go, I got to make sure I contact the editor and tell them, like, hey, here's what I was thinking so that it makes sense. And then I forget to do that, and they just do it anyway, or better than I would have ever thought. I love those moments as well.
Or you're like
Watching
Aaron,
them.
and you send something completely out of context.
That happens all the time.
Oh, when we talk about something? Dude, there's nothing, for some reason, there's nothing more fun than when we have something that we talk about or show in a video, and then I'm just like, all right, I'm going to send this to whoever, and I just send it to Bono, Rhop, whoever it is,
Yeah.
and I say nothing. I just send them whatever it is and say nothing
What's
about
the
it.
last thing you did that
Pretty
with?
great.
It was ridiculous, I remember.
What was the last thing I did that with? There was something recently where Calvin had, the damn starfish.
Yeah,
And,
Starfish.
and I said, send that to Alan. It was for Rick and Morty. There was a
Yeah.
starfish with a giant ass. I was like,
Yep.
just send that to Alan, but don't say anything.
Just don't say anything.
Just send it to him.
Yep.
So Alan, for hours, has to be like, why did he send me this? And then as he's editing the video, it's like,
Oh,
like for
no.
me,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was a thing
They'll figure it out
where
eventually.
we were, I don't know what show we were watching. I think it was Lucifer, and an actor showed up who previously had showed up in The Flash, and I very meanly said, like, his eyes are too close together. And you're like, what? I'm like, look, and I drew a picture. Look, doesn't he look like this? I drew a picture in that Flash like a year or two ago. And then the same actor showed up in Lucifer, and I'm like, look, it's that guy. And you're like, what are you talking about? And I went back and got my Flash book. It's him! And you're like, yeah, I'm going to send Lano a picture of this. So Lano just out of the blue was DM'd by me a picture
A very poorly drawn
of a
picture.
guy with his eyes too close together, and had to wait until we like, what is this for? And I just said, this is for a Lucifer reaction. So as he's editing Lucifer, and sometimes we do it depending on like we're getting ready for E3, it's 2 or 3 weeks before he's gonna edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll come to him and be like, oh, that's what he meant. That's always fun.
I have definitely sent things before to people that have just been no information. Just here's an image of whatever it is, and that's all they got.
What you
Yeah.
got to do is just start sending random stuff, so then they don't know which ones are real and which ones aren't.
No, that's oh, here's one for Lano. There was a time that we were talking about a knife fight, and I brought up the Under Siege fight with Tommy Lee Jones
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Steven
yeah.
Seagal, and we
Oh,
watched
right.
that.
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
sent this randomly to Lano, and he just goes, I just watched this really recently. It was on a Stuntman Reacts video. What's the context? And I said
And
nothing.
he no respond.
Which is Aaron's MO.
It totally is.
Yeah, when I sent the starfish to Alan, the first thing he asked is like, was this meant for someone else?
Did you say anything
No.
afterwards, or
No.
no?
This is for the world.
Then he like asked for advice of how to handle this in the editor chat. And everyone's like, oh yeah, they do that to me all the time.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
"Welcome to
really?"
the club.
Oh, it's so funny. I didn't see that. Oh man. Well,
trying to think of other like secrets of Blind Wave that we don't really consider secrets but never talk about.
yeah, like
In
we can
that
talk about
regard.
things that we're okay with the normies finding out,
Yeah,
but we don't want to talk about the stuff we don't want them to find out.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the real magic behind Blind Wave.
I can't. I'll just says I can't remember the context of what it was, but Aaron sent me a video of like a weird baby bird.
Oh, you have to go back and find it now.
Yeah, that's funny.
Was that the one that I said like looks like the GTFO monsters?
Maybe, I don't know.
Weird baby bird.
How long
Sometimes
ago was
people
this,
like will
Ultra?
message me and say, "Hey, I was watching an old video and you said this," and it was either like, "I really loved it, thank you," or like, "It was so funny," and I'm like, I have zero memory of what I said. I don't even believe it. You know, like, I don't know why I said that. That happens a lot too.
Well, we all,
There's just so much stuff we put out there that I just can't remember it all.
yeah, we all basically have our own Loki records. Everything that we've said, a
Yeah.
lot of it's on video.
Dude,
True.
I found that it's from r/oddly terrifying, and it's
Oh.
a baby bird,
Yeah.
and it's just this weird baby bird, and it looks like it has like no feathers, has like nothing. It just is like a mouth with teeth on it, and it looks scary. And I sent it to Ultra, and he didn't even respond to it or say anything until a few like days later. And
Yeah.
it wasn't even about it. He was just talking to me about other stuff. So he was like used to it. But yeah, it's just a scary looking bird picture. Yeah, I don't know what else we
If you
have
want me to
that
show
are
any of
like.
them, Aaron, I can.
Do you want me to show it? Hang on, let
By
me
the
see if
way.
I can.
I want to see the baby bird thing.
Back in May, I think it said.
Someone said they sent you the Bulbasaur too.
Said it's in live podcast suggestions on Discord.
Some.
There it is. Oddly terrifying.
Eric, what conditioner and beard oil do you use?
I don't know. It's all new. Jancy and I were at Ulta Beauty, and she's like, "You should get like something better than Old Spice and Axe." I'm like, "I guess."
True.
I mean, it's $3, you know. And
Yeah.
she got me this stuff. It's actually awesome. This like shampoo that I use now. Oh my god, that was
You
terrifying.
see it?
Yeah, I
That
can't
was
believe.
Horrible.
That's
It's
horrible.
scary looking, isn't it?
It's very scary. Anyway, she got me this stuff that's like this mint shampoo stuff, but when you put it in and you wash your hair, it like makes your whole head tingle.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
the
love
that's
it.
the mint.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
it's really good. But I was like, all right, I'll get this one. And I just got the biggest one they had because that's usually what I do. Well, I don't have to come back for a while. It was so expensive. Like, it's better to be the best shampoo I've ever had. And you know what?
It is.
It is.
Yeah. You'll have to send me a picture of it because I've been
Yeah.
looking for another. I used to have a kind of shampoo that
Mhm.
had mint oil in it, and it would make my scalp
Yeah.
tingle and feel really cold and stuff. But they discontinued it, and I've been
Yeah.
looking for something else that's good.
And then for the beard, I have a special shampoo for the beard, but there's also, it's not a beard oil. It's almost like a, I don't know,
like
it's
a
like a
leave-in mask?
moisturizer or softener thing that I use at home now. I just got to put it in once a day, and you don't, you know, it just gives you kind of like more control, I guess, of the beard.
Yeah.
I also took off like 1.5 inches of my beard the other day, so it's a little shorter
Cool.
because it was getting kind of crazy.
Was it better?
Yeah.
You like it all better?
Yeah, I like it better. It's a lot of fun to trim. I'd never trimmed like this before, but put your head back and I just take my shavers, go towards the back. Yeah, it ends up doing a pretty good like frame
That's-
of my face.
That's how I do it as well.
Yeah,
I like tilt my head back, and I just go back to a certain point, and then I just start trimming up my neck
yeah,
to where it feels right.
yeah. Jancy said it's tea
Shave.
tree is what I use.
Oh, tea tree oil.
Tea tree oil?
Tea tree oil,
Yeah,
I
nice.
guess.
Yeah. I have a body wash that's tea tree oil.
That's what I use in my car.
You use tea tree oil?
I don't-
Like in your car? It's not oil, Rick. It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not like that oil.
It's not.
It's not motor oil.
Eric, have we ever seen you clean shaven? On the old channel, there is a point where I'm clean shaven, and then Aaron and Calvin were also clean shaven for like a week. It was not good.
Here, Rick, show them this.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was in
alright.
the video that
In the button video I was talking
the
about,
button video.
Yeah.
we went through that.
You know, it would be interesting though, because here I bet you I'm about like 100 pounds heavier here, I've had a beard ever since I could grow a beard. At one point, when I went away for school and I lost a lot of weight, I came home and shaved my face for a wedding, and I could actually see my chin. But then that went away. And then ever since losing more weight, I have never shaved my face. So I wonder what it would look like.
I don't know.
Only one way to find out. I'll get the razor.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Podcast exclusive.
Exclusive. It'd be everywhere exclusive for like a couple weeks.
Yeah. Man, that was August 23rd of 16?
2015?
Yeah, it would be 15.
It would be 15.
2015.
It was the following.
Because it would have been when The Force
January
Awakens came out, was that year? Which is
Damn.
how I think of time when Star Wars movies came out.
Yes.
I was like
That's your battle of Yavin.
23.
Yep.
Dude, our background is there's nothing there except for some like free Radio Shack shelves that I got.
Yeah, those are some shelves. What else do we have back there?
We had a
have,
cork board with a bunch of random papers, some
yeah,
posters.
some posters.
Oh, that was the blindwave.net has
Dude,
stuff.
Yeah, we have
Isn't that
some
what we used to? Didn't we used to say like blindwave.net has stuff?
Yeah, we have radios in the back because we use those when we would film events and weddings.
Yeah.
We have DV tapes behind my head, which
Yeah.
are HD tapes for the HV20 camcorder. Up there are like events that we're about ready to film. That's on the corkboard. So I think it's like weddings and whatever that's coming up next.
Yeah, it's hard to
probably
read.
one of the
Yeah.
conventions that we went to.
But we still have the table. I mean, we had the format down for a long time.
It's been the same general format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few things have changed every once in a while.
Aaron can find a picture of me clean shaven.
Yes.
I don't. It's too much work.
Can
The bird video was shown earlier. Lord K.
we show it again? I only caught the last half of it.
What?
It's
No.
disturbing.
It's already been shown.
Look
No,
at
I
it.
Go
can- I
back.
can-
Go back on the video.
I can find
Me?
it.
Not you.
He's talking about the VOD.
They can find it back
Okay.
if they go backwards.
I looked like a gopher?
Aaron, what was your first Blindwave video? Was it a flash reaction or shield or something? Was it a trailer? Arrow?
Maybe
I don't remember.
Arrow. I don't remember. There's a way to probably find out. What's the oldest video on this? Let's see here. We've got. Fucking, there's a whole bunch of random stuff here. So here's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The first one I was in looks like Flash 118.
118. Just the end of the season 1 of Flash, huh? Those are good days of Flash, man. Good days.
Yeah. An episode called All Star Team Up.
Nice. That would have been the, okay, I know what that is.
Yeah. Pretty good one.
Yeah, that's when Oliver would have showed up in his, like, Ra's al Ghul outfit, right? In Firestorm.
I think
Is that it?
that sounds right. It's been a while.
It's a hell of a good first video to be in.
But yeah, so mine would have been Flash. And you had that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. one where it's just you smoking and drinking out of a wine glass.
I didn't have any other glasses clean. Just like, oh, this is the only clean one I got.
But yeah. I don't know what Calvin's would have been. Calvin's would have been.
Oh, maybe it wasn't that one. Gotcha.
Calvin's was.
Oh, when Ray goes to Star Labs. Gotcha.
You know what? It looks like Calvin's first two videos were the Fantastic Four trailer and the Jurassic World trailer.
Really?
Really?
That's what at least is what was released.
Huh.
As far as for a
I-
show,
Either between
let's see.
DBZ and
We have some Let's
Game of
Plays with
Thrones?
Resident Evil with me and Calvin.
yeah. Well, those aren't video, are they? I mean, we're not on screen.
We're not actually on it, no. I mean, even Game of Thrones back then, Calvin wasn't in.
Not the season 5 stuff.
Yeah, you're in a lot of trailer reactions, Calvin, but no shows.
Huh.
Right? Because like you weren't watching any of the shows that we were doing at the
Yeah.
time.
Bless you.
That makes sense.
And maybe some of them got removed too, because by the time I get to the end of what all the old channel has on it, I don't see Calvin in any shows.
Sure.
But I don't remember when we did Daredevil. Like Calvin was in Daredevil,
Yeah.
Mhm.
whenever that was. And you watched that in a weekend.
Yes, I'm glad they're saying weekend now and not one day.
Whatever. Pretty sure it was a very short period of time. I forget what it was.
I did.
It was like a day and a half.
I think it was a day
Right.
or a weekday.
Aaron somehow watched it all in 30 minutes.
Hmm.
Remember when?
Oh, you're talking about whenever was it Stranger Things that released? And we watched one I don't know what it was. We had watched one and got it released and was going through more, and people were like, Aaron's already seen all this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
by the time we did this and put it up, it had been like not even a day. Like,
No,
how did
it's
I know
because
anything
you-
that was coming or whatever? And
That's the joke that started is like, oh yeah, Aaron's already seen all this, but you like called something that happened like 7 episodes later or something like that, and I was like,
Yeah.
Aaron's seen all of this already.
I'm like,
That is like one of the
I was
things
like, I didn't have
where,
time. Not yet.
I mean,
Do
I
anything.
don't think any of us really go into like any show comments anymore. Like
No.
on our own
The only ones I've ever
videos.
gone into, I think, have mainly been ones that I've already been caught up on or something.
Yeah. But I definitely
Yeah.
remember in the beginning, especially the first 2 or 3 years, where it's like you predicted something correctly. You must be faking your reaction. I always want to be like, we got 1 out of 100 things right. Look at all the things we got wrong.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Look at all the shit that we throw at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, or not chat, but comments will definitely probably let me know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Right, Calvin?
Probably. I don't know. I don't check them.
It's also the thing too, like if I'm doing a Star Wars thing or Marvel, we'll get 99 things right, but we'll mess up one thing, and that's the only thing that's going to be talked
yeah.
about.
That's all
Is
the
that
comments
one
are
mistake?
about.
We had that gun debacle. In
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, that
Or
one
Punisher.
Yeah, it was Punisher. Wasn't
Punisher, I
it?
think it was. We had that.
one like half a second shot.
But anyway, I don't have anything else for that. If you guys want to talk about our weeks, we can move on to that. But I don't know what else secrets I got for Blind Wave.
Yeah, it was an interesting conversation. We don't really talk about that type of thing with the audience, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's hard to think of like what's special to talk about when it's just what we do every
It's
day.
part of your day, every
Oh,
single
yeah.
day. Yeah.
I think double check and make sure there was no questions that were along the lines of what we've been talking about.
You do that, I'm gonna get my best thing of the week.
All right.
You're gonna go get it.
Please be 50 puppies. Please be 50 puppies. Please be 50
Super
puppies.
Dora says, Eric, how did the blah 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 effect from Marvel start?
The blah, blah, blah.
I'm
That
trying to
thing?
find the first time it happened, and it looks like
Huh.
it was the Doctor Strange full trailer.
Maybe. Well,
Wow.
I mean, it came from around that time of the Marvel intro. It would have like all of these different like comic pages going in front of each other,
Yeah. What? Was,
and I'm like, I remember at one point being like, man, I love when this happens. It's like blah, blah, blah thing when when the pages come by, and Aaron be like, blah, blah, what's that? They don't make that sound.
They don't.
What
So
was the
despite him,
first-
I've done it like every single Marvel intro for the rest of my life.
They don't
Yeah.
even really do it anymore.
They don't do it anymore, but
It's
I
all-
still do it.
It's all different.
What was the first Netflix Marvel show that you joined me and Aaron for? Was it Daredevil season 2?
It would be Daredevil, yeah. I think.
Yeah. Actually, I think he joined in by the end of Daredevil season 1.
I joined in by
Did
the
he?
end, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Jessica Jones came about, and we did Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Together.
I remember Jessica Jones was probably the one where it came in like full force. The
Mhm.
blah, 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 thing.
Well, once Calvin like started getting into it, like
Yeah.
even when we would go to see Marvel movies in the theater, I remember at one point there was a time where like we were late for the movie, so we had to kind of like sit apart from each other.
Yeah.
But when the Marvel intro started, like I kind of like looked back and Calvin like caught my eye. And we were both like, and Aaron's in the back like,
I wish we could have filmed some of those reactions in the theaters.
yeah.
Those were good times.
S. Fick says, "What's a day in the Wave Cave like nowadays?"
Well, we've recently consolidated our schedule so that we have time to eat.
Yeah.
We do. We have lunch breaks.
I have had lunch
It's been
more in the last like week at work than I have in like the
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Like, so,
No,
like
trying
as
to
far
get
as
our
like
schedule
actually
together,
eating.
it's a living schedule because things are being added, or we're taking too long or something, or there's some type of crisis that needs addressed, and our schedule's always changing. So it got to the point where we're just like, all right, we need to film these 6 things today. Just get them done as fast as you can. And by the time we're done, it's 6 p.m. and we're going home. I haven't had lunch.
I mean, sometimes what would happen is like someone would eat like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then someone else is eating, and then like
Yeah.
people are just doing things real quick, and then we get back and we film. But we wouldn't have like, all right, guys, we've got 30 minutes. Everyone have lunch.
Yeah.
My cue was after the second or third reaction. Whenever Aaron went to the bathroom, I knew it was gonna be a while.
Aaron will always be like, I got pee real quick. And we just talked about this yesterday. Like Calvin, I think, said, like, you think his pee is like the letter P, but for poop?
Yeah.
He always ends up pooping. He's like, I gotta go pee real quick. And I'm like, well, I can go eat lunch.
That's funny. No, I mean, I usually I'll sit down, and I'm like, you know what? I should poop too. And I'll try to poop. Usually I have
Yeah.
poop. Just what happens.
But then I was thinking, too, like, maybe he says pee so that we're constantly thinking, oh, he's about ready to come out. That way, like, Calvin doesn't get in his head. Like, well, I can go poop, too. Like, 10 minutes after Aaron is gone, and now we're going to wait 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Total.
exactly. I don't want to make it longer.
That certainly has happened.
Oh, man. Grayshot wanted to know how quickly did you guys get the Teen Titans intro together? Or was it an editor idea?
It was an editor idea. I think that Aidan and Rhop had the idea of doing some type of intro, and then separately, Mac just made that song.
Yeah.
And we were like,
To
hey.
commemorate us starting Teen Titans.
So we just had Mac like, hey, if you wouldn't mind, we'll buy that song off you, send it to them. And they made the intro.
Yeah.
It worked out pretty well.
I think the only thing,
Oh, yeah.
we only changed one thing about it.
We did
which
change one
the
thing.
original one had me and Eric as Robin and Cyborg, but
Yeah.
it had Calvin as Raven and Rick as Beast Boy. And I was like, I really feel like those should be switched.
I feel like
Yeah.
Calvin definitely could be Beast Boy, and Rick is the vampire of Blind Wave.
Yeah,
He doesn't
so I'm
want
like,
he does
those-
not
not
go
like going outside.
I feel like those two things need
Yeah.
switched, so,
So
they
we-
did switch those around.
At the last second, Aiden's like, "Ugh, okay, I guess. He had like 10 hours to do it.
and
which
I got
is-
blamed for it.
He did.
Superdora also said, what happened to Flash? You used to do in every Flash reaction. I miss it.
We still do it occasionally. If anything, I bring like the SD card over for Calvin, like, hey, here it is, Flash, and he goes, ah, and that's it.
Pretty much.
We've had that
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I feel like it happens almost every day.
Yeah, it happens
In
a
different
lot.
contexts, just never on video, I guess.
And we joke about when Rick was reading that Twitch message. And he said, Flash.
That was
Or like,
a fantastic moment of Blind Wave for me.
Yep.
And it looks like most of the relevant ones to behind the scenes of Blind Wave conversation.
Gotcha.
Except Bobo also said, Happy Bidoof Day.
Is it Bidoof Day? I've
Yeah,
been catching
Bidoof Day.
Bidoofs.
Yes.
Pokemon Go, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Hyper Beam.
I don't need a
I
Bidoof
can
with all
do
these
one now
beams.
that knows superpower.
Why? Why do you need it?
Power or secret power?
Why does it help?
I think
use,
it's
use another
superpower.
Pokemon that's better.
Yeah.
I don't know all the moves.
Either way. So, best things of the week, Rick. It's been a while since you went and got it, but I see your trophy.
I do. I won the tournament for the game that I chose and the rules that I wrote.
You did.
He literally did.
No, we've had this idea for the Pride Month streams, and then we were like, I think Rick was the one like, we should get a trophy.
Yeah.
So you ordered the trophy and then awarded it to yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about it at some point, and you weren't here. And then, like, we were looking and found that trophy. And
Yeah, so I was trying to think of like, okay, so what does the winner actually win
Yeah.
at the end of all this? Like, there's got to be something. I was like, I bet you can get custom trophies. I bet we can find a good one.
So then we were like, well, what does the trophy say?
Well, at first, I just like Amazon different trophies, and I saw this one, which is a goat. I was like, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, what do we put on the bottom, though? And more importantly, do we tell Eric? because you were the only one that weren't here.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we were just gonna get it.
We found a
hide it.
smaller goat trophy first.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And then we found the bigger goat trophy. We're like, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, the first one that we found was only like 5.5 inches tall.
It wasn't very
including
tall.
the pedestal. It would have been comically small.
Yeah.
This one was much bigger. Had a little plaquey area I liked.
And then we were
Yeah.
trying to figure out what it was gonna say. So it's most best Smash player and genius.
Yeah, so it was going to be slash genius, but we didn't think that looked
It
very
didn't.
good.
It just didn't look good on the trophy.
Yeah.
So we were
And-
gonna do slash
and we
genius
liked
for
the-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but we just went with and genius.
The way the lines added up and it wrote
Mhm.
it out, we're like, yeah, do this. It looks better. So
Yeah.
that's what we decided to do. That's what we have now.
So now Rick has that trophy, and until we have another Smash tournament, it will remain in his custody until it is passed on.
But at a safe distance so I don't break it.
Yes. In fact, you probably shouldn't have carried it out here, Rick.
We
Probably
should
shouldn't have.
Too
we should do a
dangerous.
thing where like each
Needs a
time it's
chaperone.
won, like you get to modify it somehow. You know,
Ooh.
like you add a thing.
Sure.
That might be kind of fun, like a lasting
So-
impression to it.
Add a thing. What are you
Yeah.
going to add to it?
Another teat to this goat. I don't know.
Maybe another teat. Maybe the goat gets like a necklace or an eye patch.
Man,
or
I don't want to do all
horns.
this. My family reunion, you have like the pancake toss that we would do, and
Yeah.
you get a trophy for winning it.
Sure.
And then you're like, all right, you get this ugly trophy, and you got to go take it and get your name engraved on it. Like, I don't want to do all
Oh,
that.
Not engraved, yeah.
But it's nice though, because it also has like a history of like, here's every 2 years, here's who won that trophy, and it's passed on,
hmm
and then you get it for 2 years, and you can look at it and hang it on your wall if you want to.
I want, if I ever win it, which is a long shot to begin with, but I want to drill a small hole in the goat trophy's butt and put some kind of battery actuated pump on it
Mm.
and run a line
What, a butt
will,
pump?
that will pump out like chocolate syrup or something out of the goat's butt.
Maybe we don't mess with the trophy.
All right, yeah, let's
maybe
not get
it's
rid of that
fine
idea.
as it is.
We
No, I'm
don't-
kidding.
What the fuck, Cal? Right?
But that stream was a lot of fun. I need to go back and watch the highlight video because I remember getting very hyped at certain
Yeah.
points during that stream.
Highlight video went up today.
We were able to exceed our goal for what we wanted to raise for the Trevor Project.
Mm-hmm.
Good time.
Donated over $8,000 to the Trevor Project. And thank you everybody that did that, by the way.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
And it's got me in the mood. We need to just stream Smash every Friday
Yeah,
now until the end of time.
I know. I know.
We were actually joking before this. Calvin was against it, but we were joking about doing a Smash cast where we just play Smash Brothers and talk while we play Smash Brothers instead of doing a straight podcast. So the whole time there's
Yeah.
Smash Brothers being played, but we're talking about the things that have happened through the
That-
week and whatever else.
That was
but-
my initial concept for the Blind Wave podcast was we play Smash, and in the background you hear the controller clicking, and every once in a while the direct or the discussion is interrupted with "You motherfucker!" You know?
I got you, bitch. Yes. Yeah.
But then we're like, people are gonna hate listening to that, not because of the outburst, but because of the controller clicking.
There'd be a lot
Yeah.
of clicking probably.
Yeah.
Probably a little better with these mics.
I was gonna say
Maybe.
these mics probably help it a lot more.
I can test.
But yeah, no, we talked about having a Smash cast.
The Smash is great. Holds up. There's a new character out. We haven't got to play him yet.
There is. He came out. My kids told me, like, hey, you got a new kid
Yeah, he's out.
or new character. I'm like,
Looks
what?
pretty sweet.
Are you guys playing Smash?
He's got some. What?
You guys just decided to change it? You're just playing Smash?
No,
now?
we were seeing how loud they were.
No, we just all happen to have our GameCube controllers
They're all
out,
sitting-
out of reach at all times.
In case we need it. You never know.
I've got that and my copy of Surf Ninjas in reach at all times.
Yeah.
Sir.
That was another highlight, although that was a couple weeks ago now.
Sure.
Well, one of the highlights is that if you go to blindwave.com and check out the shop, we have new merch up.
It's true. I've got
Finally, the new
Aaron
logo.
goes. I can show people.
Yeah,
Aaron goes.
I've been using it for a long time and bragging about how cold this thing keeps. But I really love this this water bottle. It's over right now over at the Blindwave store.
Come on, website, open up. Everyone's charging in. It's loading.
But yeah, you can go to just if you go into the store homepage, there's a new collection right
There we
there, the Blind Wave 2021 logo collection. So, unfortunately, if you've missed it, you've lost your opportunity to get the old stuff. That was only up for this last month, but now we have our new things out there. So,
Yep. So here's
Anyway, there's the metal vacuum insulated bottle that I really like. But Rick, you don't like metal things, right?
I don't like drinking from metal things.
You don't like touching metal things,
I
right?
can help it.
Sure.
Yeah. So I got this one, which is really good. I use it for my workouts, just in general.
There's these
Delicious.
jackets. These jackets are nice.
I sweat so much in my workouts. I drink an entire of this and like another half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough.
But I straight up Friday I filled up my water bottle with ice cold water and then left without drinking any of it. Came in Monday morning and I'm like, I'm just gonna drink this. It's right here. It's full, you know? And it wasn't like ice cold anymore, but it wasn't warm at all. You know? It was cool. Like, fuck yeah, science.
Science.
Yeah.
Physics.
I also love it because it perfectly fits in my cup holders in my
But it was
car.
also colder in here too, right?
True.
Than, like your car or
Yeah.
outside, so that helps too.
Yeah. Something that size should at least be able to keep something cold for, 8 to 10 hours,
Yes.
if not more. Especially if there's no like air gap.
But anyway, so that launched this week. Also, if you're any Patreon tier at all, you do have access to a code that is over on every daily post, and that gets you 10% off an entire order. So if there's like something that you're eyeing, but well, I might get this too, maybe, bulk order it, 10% off the whole thing. And you can do that once a month with that code.
Yep. Very much. And whatnot.
Indeed. Yeah, we'll have to figure out when we need to have our next Smash tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do like one every quarter or something.
Every quarter.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that could
It
work.
feels weird being a business and talking about quarters,
It does.
fiscal years.
You like pinball machines. It's not that weird.
Man, it feels like we all just spammed the Shopify link in chat. It's just 4 blind posts of it.
I did it 4 times.
Gotcha.
I was like, I didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
Like we all do it at the same time.
Dan
Well, it's really
Calvin.
annoying when you put one link in and then someone posts something in chat and it goes up.
It's
and
completely
you
gone.
click their comment
Gotcha.
instead of the link.
We should get a band hammer.
A
And
band
hit each
hammer?
other with it during the reactions, and then that person has to leave.
We
Mm.
should make a band hammer out of a spam can.
Yeah. I still want to do that one thing. I want to make a tinfoil hat.
Yes.
Either one that we can all wear and make it crazy and like add to it and stuff, or we each get our own tinfoil hat.
We should each make our own tinfoil hat.
Yeah. That way,
Unique
whenever you
design.
come up with a crazy theory, we can either put your tinfoil hat on, that's insane, or you can, in the safety of your hat, put out a theory that you know is ridiculous. But just in case it's right, I want to say it, but put the tinfoil hat on so people know I'm not being serious.
There's no way my tinfoil hat survives more than one reaction.
Yeah, that's
the only
true. You have to
problem.
keep
Yeah, I
making
really
it.
want to. If we all make it, I want everyone to make it, but I don't want to see. I want everyone to see each other's until the first time they tinfoil had it.
Sure.
That's your first time. You get a
Yeah.
reaction. They get a reaction. Everyone gets a reaction.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, where do we put them? Do you just put them on your lap under the reaction?
I don't know.
I'll put mine on my table. Dude, I want to do like a Hunter tinfoil hat that just goes up to the ceiling.
Like a chef's hat?
Yeah.
Now we have to have some kind of like vault that we put them in. They need to be like separate from each other.
Yeah.
So that like when Aaron gets his out, he can't see mine until
Mhm.
I use it the first time.
Sure.
Or if I make any alterations to it.
I would also be worried about it like getting crushed.
Yeah.
Sometimes shenanigans happen and things get destroyed.
Why'd
I
you
don't
look
know
at
what
Rick?
you're talking about.
We handed him a Gorilla Pod the other day, and 2 seconds later, he handed it back to Calvin,
In
and
pieces.
it was just destroyed.
In 4 pieces.
He's like, I don't know what I've done.
But repairable.
It was repairable.
It was.
It was meant to come apart,
Well,
apparently.
it was meant to be put together
It's a
the same
feature.
way you put it apart.
Ooh, you turned the tinfoil hat into ninja stars.
You could do that.
Those are some dangerous ninja stars too.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
So I watched a guy make a knife out of aluminum.
Really?
He melted it down and added a lot, but still.
No, I agree with Rick though. There was it's available now. Surf Ninjas over on Patreon.
It is. Yeah.
It was-
Sure is.
I haven't seen that in a long time, so that was interesting. It was almost like another reaction for me, but
What are you talking about? We watched it
quite.
like last week.
yeah, no, that's,
You said you haven't seen it for a while.
yeah, I have not.
I'm sorry.
It was nice to watch.
We had dunce hat too, like a dunce hat and like a thing in the corner that someone has to go stand in. If
we
if
talk
we
about
all
that.
vote for it,
What did we
That's what
talk
the
about
band
that in?
hammer's for.
Isn't it crazy
Yeah.
that dunce hats were a thing?
that's crazy that dunce hats were a thing. But
It
you
was
can bring
like,
it
you know
back.
what, kid? You're stupid. Wear this hat.
Yeah.
Let everyone know. But yeah, no, that was fun. I don't know if it was as fun for you guys. I think Rick and I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Surf Ninjas.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the cheesy, hokey, just excuse for action kind of movie that I grew up with.
I was very tired that morning.
Sure.
And I think it's one of the first things we did that day. And I was up. I was awake. I remember being
And
tired
drunk.
at the beginning of it, being like, all right, let's get through this. And then by the time we were halfway through, I'm like, I didn't feel that way anymore.
I do.
The
I think
reaction was fun. I watched the reaction.
Rick and I talked about it a little bit, but I do think Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he should have been in more stuff.
You should.
Yeah,
You know, like,
100%. He should have been in more stuff.
I definitely enjoy I enjoy him as an actor. Some of the stuff he's in, like Rundown and stuff like that, he's great in. I wish he could have been in more. He's not. His IMDb page is not that long.
Mm-hmm.
Should be longer.
Yep.
But yeah, that's up on early access. Tomorrow on early access will be the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie. And then next week, I think we're going to be doing an additional movie reaction too with Black Widow coming out.
Ah.
So we got that as well. And then whatever movie's going to also be the normal schedule spot.
So two
So-
movies.
Yep.
Good.
Don't expect it all the time.
Yep.
Gracious me.
True.
What you got?
Huh?
What is that?
Our next poll
No.
needs to be
What,
just
is it a
Nicolas
penis?
Cage poll.
It's not a penis. Ah!
It needs
It's
to
a
be what?
fire.
Next poll just needs to be a Nicolas Cage poll.
Just Nicolas Cage only.
We should do just every
Nicolas
time we have a
Cage
poll, each poll always has a theme. What's the poll? What's the theme for this poll? Nicolas Cage. What's the theme for this poll? 80s action.
Well,
What's the theme for this poll? Animated. You know,
I wanted to do that. Sequel poll.
and what's the poll theme for this one? Sequels. Like that, I think that'd be fun. And then it's always changing up, and it's not. Oh, you had your chance. You should have voted. Had it come back around some other time.
We need to just have a poll that Aaron needs to see. Rambo,
Just
Rocky.
Aaron movies.
Well, we can do the same thing with Calvin movies too.
Sure.
You know, Mars Attacks, Aladdin.
Mars Attacks.
I feel Mars Attacks is less
And Mars
necessary
Attacks.
than Rambo and Rocky.
Is it?
A little,
Is it Rick?
yes.
Mars Attacks defined a generation.
Mars Attacks has.
Aaron and I haven't seen Bloodsport.
I have not. I've not seen
I know
Bloodsport.
you always give me that sigh whenever we say that.
And Highlander.
And Highlander, yeah.
In my bad movie last night, it got derailed because people had not seen Evil Dead. It's like, well,
Yep.
damn, it's not bad, but we gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I think I've seen Evil Dead.
So we did.
I have not seen the sequels.
And then we watched Fanatic,
Fanatic.
starring John Travolta, directed by Fred Durst.
I was shocked when you told me that.
Made in 2019.
I was like, surely
Which is the
he
real shocking
shares the
part.
name with the guy from Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Well, he
who
said something
did
like
it all
that.
for the nookie.
He said it to me as well, and I was like, Fred Durst. And I was like, well, it can't be him. And then Rick goes, Limp Bizkit. I'm like, Limp Bizkit? What? Why? But okay.
I enjoyed the movie, but it's not one of those movies that I would be like, you guys need to watch it because I think you will enjoy it.
Yeah,
I don't think it's possible for anyone less demented than me to enjoy it.
gotcha.
It was painful.
Glad Rick admits that he is demented.
I watched The Wicker Man and Vampire's Kiss on 2 monitors simultaneously.
I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Is there a reason?
Yeah, it's like being addicted to drugs, right? Eventually, you just gotta up the dose.
Didn't I say it before and you said the reason was they have the same runtime?
They do. It was fate.
They do.
That's-
They have the exact same runtime.
There's got to be so many movies that have the same runtime that you don't watch next to each
The
other.
great thing is, there are some scenes where something lines up and it's hilarious.
It's true. I know Red Letter Media did it with the Transformers movies. They watched all 3 of them at the same time.
That seems weird.
It would be great if something happened if you lined all the movies up, like if a Transformer rolled across the screen, but like sequentially on all 3 screens, like those high school kids that lined up
So you-
Shrek to have him like running across the screen in the swamp.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Is a thing?
I need to send a no context clip to one of our editors now.
But I'm glad you had fun, Rick.
Always.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of anything from the last week that really happened. The Smash thing was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the Smash Brothers stream that we had, and the charity stuff, and I appreciate everyone who like helped with that.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with that. I hadn't really gotten to play Smash too much lately, and so I enjoyed that a lot. Otherwise, Coulson got a haircut, I guess. That was something. He had hair. His hair went to his shoulders, but if it was like wet and brushed out, it was like down to his butt. Like it was really long, but it's so curly. It was just like
Yeah.
So he got like so much of it taken off now.
Yeah, he has like hobbit hair.
He still has curls up here right now, but he has nothing on the sides.
It was like
right
a
now.
sheared sheep.
Yeah, it's just Melanie said there was so much hair.
Or dog.
I love watching sheep get sheared.
Yeah.
What?
It's really cathartic.
It's so satisfying to watch a sheep
It really is.
get sheared. Shorn,
Especially like a really
actually.
mad one that got lost for like 11 years down in the
Yeah.
valley.
It's just like a
just
giant
a lump
snowball.
of mud
Yeah.
with legs,
Yeah.
and then you shave all of it off, and it's just this is brand new sheep here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this brand new sheep.
Did you guys have anything else for the week?
My washer and dryer broke.
Aw.
Yay.
Calvin, the way you
Oh,
said that.
wait.
So now you are dirty clothed.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
washer and dryer broke.
Ordered new ones, so they should be here in like 2 weeks.
Both of them broke at the same time?
Well, the washer's been giving us problems for a long time. It's a front load washer and it's quite old, so the smell has been getting worse and worse, and the usual fix of doing an empty load with just like a shit ton of vinegar has not been solving the smell issue. So we've decided to stop using it, and it is now in the category of broken. And then our dryer just stopped drying. It tumbles, the light comes on when you open the door and everything, but it doesn't dry or anything. So
I do love occasionally, like thinking to myself, what amount of this thing constitutes a shitload?
Mm-hmm.
Like you were talking about vinegar before, and I'm trying to think in my head, how much vinegar
is
is
a
a shitload of vinegar? It's got to be more than one bottle.
It depends on where the vinegar is. If it's like in a cup, yeah, maybe more than a bottle. But if it's like on the floor,
It doesn't take very
a quarter
much.
of a bottle's a shitload of vinegar on the floor, you know?
in your mouth,
Yeah.
like a few drops.
Like, how much popcorn would it have to be before you say, this is a shitload of popcorn?
Hmm.
A shitload of popcorn?
I
Yeah.
have Jancy.
I don't know that I've ever said that. That'd have to be a lot. Because like I've gone to a movie theater and seen them with like all their like popcorn like popped and stuff. I don't think that's a shitload of popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're making it for so many people, you know?
I mean, they also don't
Or-
make all of it at one
Or
time.
the kettle
right?
corn places where you go and they have this
Yeah.
just giant bowl of popcorn in there. I still don't think that's a shitload of popcorn either.
Like, if I opened the bathroom and it just was pouring out, it'd be like, that's a shitload
Why
of
do you have a
popcorn.
shitload of popcorn in your bathroom?
And
you
it's
popped it
pouring
in there
out.
and you didn't have anywhere to store it.
You couldn't have picked like your kitchen or your bedroom or something. It's the bathroom?
Well, you know, you brought it in there, you forgot about it, and the air conditioner broke. It got really hot. It pops.
All right.
It's like that one guy from the Doctor Who movie. Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I like that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it depends on what it is too, on what equals a shitload, right?
Sure.
Like a shitload of laundry may actually be less volume than a shitload of popcorn. Because people don't like laundry. People love popcorn.
Right.
I think like if you had a basket of popcorn and a basket of laundry, that's not going to be a shitload of popcorn yet. But you might have like 3 baskets of laundry, like I got a shitload of laundry. But you might have 3 baskets of popcorn, you're fine.
So like
Yeah,
you're
it's a
saying,
good time.
if there were like 5 cockroaches in the kitchen, you're like, that's a shit load of cockroaches.
Maybe, yeah. But if it
there
was
were
like
5 candy bars, it's like, that's not very many candy bars.
exactly, yeah. It really just
Okay.
depends on what it is and if you want it or not, right?
Makes sense.
Which is interesting.
I got questions.
Well,
Shoot.
I saw a few things that popped up that I thought was interesting. Especially also there's like the live podcast suggestion spot that people have mentioned some things.
Yeah.
One of which was that thing that I mentioned. I'm like, oh hey, look, here's a thing. It's all of our buttons. Someone linked where that same YouTube channel put Blind Wave watches about half of my button video.
About
And
half.
we did this I don't know how long ago.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
funny.
So I found that funny, but someone linked here where GameSpot said for those of you who have patiently been waiting, be prepared to wait a whole lot longer, as GTA 6 will reportedly launch in 2025.
didn't
Holy
see that.
shit.
I'm like, man, a new GTA game finally? But in 2025, like we might have another PlayStation by then.
Probably.
You know? The PS6 is out. I don't know.
It's crazy to think of like how fast they were pumping out games and then just stopped.
Well, sure, yeah. We went back before looking at like the list of GTA
Yeah.
games that came out, and a lot of those only had like maybe a year between them. But now, like, there's not been much at all. But some of that can also maybe be due to online content.
Sure,
and-
I'm sure.
No,
Man,
yeah.
they
DLC.
make like $1 billion
DLCs
a year.
yeah,
Do
Yeah.
you remember when Valve used to make games? Last time
yeah,
we've had one of them.
I do.
I mean, I only played their games in the interim time they stopped making games.
One of the ones I did see in the podcast suggestion, which I don't know if we talked about before, but Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum developing a Smallville animated series.
I did see this.
What?
I did not see it, but
Yeah.
I heard about it somewhere.
Yeah, a continuation, apparently,
Mhm.
of the fan favorite CW superhero series.
Huh.
Yeah, it's interesting too because I wonder if they're going to
Play their
put.
characters?
There was a comic book called Smallville Season 11 that came out. I wonder if they're going to stay true to that continuity because that had like Batman in it, and he had a really weird outfit and other stuff there. So I don't know if they're gonna continue with that or just go from the point of where the season 10 ends. You know, I don't know. Shit, I said you know a bunch.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There was actually, I think I heard about that from Sam Witwer actually, because I was watching Sam Witwer stream and they were talking about that on there a little bit, and he was talking about like producers and different things and how he felt about Smallville and stuff at the end, and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
I thought they did a really good job, but I don't know that what happened by the end was earned.
Yeah.
He's like, that was always my problem with things too, and you know, back then I had said this or that, and back then it was easier to kind of say what you kind of thought,
Mhm.
whereas nowadays like you got to be really careful with what you say,
Sure.
kind of thing. But yeah, I think his main thing was like I just didn't feel like where my character went that it was earned.
You mean specifically his character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was earned as to what had occurred.
It wasn't. I
And
don't
a lot
believe.
of that he said had to do with they were planning on ending at season 8, and they're like, you know what, add 2 more seasons. We're gonna do 2 more
Yeah.
seasons. And then they were just like, well, now we got to figure out what we're gonna do for these next 2
Yeah.
seasons. And yeah, so he's like, I don't think it was earned.
Sure.
Was his kind of gist of it. And I was like, okay, I don't even know his character because
You didn't know what his character was?
well, I mean, I know, but I only
Oh.
saw the last episode.
Sure. Yeah.
Like that was the only episode of that any of that I saw. I saw like the first 2 or 3 seasons and then the last episode. And all I remember of that really was like some misty smoke and then just
Yeah.
that's it.
The misty smoke was Dark Side.
I remember that. That's all I remember.
It wasn't very good.
I remember some misty smoke and I remember Tom Welling ripping his shirt open
Apocalypse is
and
cool,
running
though.
towards the camera with a blue t-shirt with the Superman logo on it.
Sure.
The only thing I've ever seen of Smallville is you showing me a reaction to that moment.
Yes.
Oh god.
It's the first
Do it.
reaction
Do it.
video
Do it.
I've ever
Do
seen
it.
and inspired my entire life.
That guy was so excited.
America! As he's flying. Guy goes crazy watching the Smallville finale. It was one of the first, like, oh my god, this is so funny.
I hope to be half as excited about something in my life as that guy was
Yeah.
about that.
Like, you could tell he was covering his mouth and screaming.
Yeah.
That he was.
I like Cobra Kai got me close.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai's
definitely.
been damn
I've-
good. I can't wait for that
I've
to come
popped
back.
off a lot. But
You
Man, I can't wait for that to come back.
popped off.
Yeah.
What did you pop off of?
my seat.
because he was
Calvin.
wrong.
One, that is a term that I think originated in the Smash community, didn't it?
Which term?
A pop-off.
Definitely in the
But
fighting
two,
game.
you can also think of
community.
My Hero Academia. With Marietta, right?
The expression originated around 1930s. A person who is popping off is usually overcome by emotion and feels
Oh.
that he or she must say something, even though the time and place may not be appropriate or it may be premature.
Gotcha.
So no.
Fighting game community, when a
I don't-
player explodes out of their seat following a big moment, it's known as a pop-off.
That's the only time I've ever heard it.
See,
Yeah,
that may
that's the
be.
context that I've heard it more.
It may not be appropriate, or maybe premature.
Sure.
But yeah, I just looked up. This is writing explained. This is what does pop off mean? That's what I got.
And the article for The Verge here does talk about Smash Brothers as being.
Ha ha!
But yeah, but mine doesn't mention that at all.
Vindication!
Well, I
Well,
listen
there
to
was no
Rick's.
Smash Brothers in the 1930s.
Because Rick's agrees with me.
And that's the problem with the world today, Eric.
Because it's damaging to my case.
Exactly. You're like, I'll agree with this one.
Yep.
All right, you said you had some questions, Ricky. Rick, do you ever have to tell someone like, don't call me Ricky?
We also have something else though too, right?
Do we?
Well, we've been having some trouble watching a trailer that
Remembering.
people want us to watch. Right?
Oh yeah,
Hasn't that been an issue that we've been having?
we have been having a recurring issue.
So we had a trailer we watched for Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
And then that one you talked about last week, the problem of
Yeah.
why we watched what we watched, right?
Yeah,
Because,
it was the wrong trailer because I remember getting the previous week people said, "Hey, you should check out the Snake Eyes trailer. It was really cool." All right. And then Aaron, when we were doing another trailer, was like, "We should get that Snake Eyes trailer too." I'm like, "Okay." So I went back to actually get it and get it ready for us to watch, and apparently the day before, and I didn't know this, the day before they had released a new trailer. So I got the old trailer, and what really fucked me up was that they had the same exact thumbnail. And the new one was from like Australia, like Paramount Pictures Australia. So then like, okay, well we'll watch that one. And then when we watched that one, they released another one that night.
Yep.
So we can watch the newest Snake Eyes trailer and finally be caught up. But we thought it might be fun to do it live. That
Yeah.
way it's impossible for the time we react to it to when it's released for a new one to come out.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now because it's called New Trailer Behind the Mask.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here. This one link has it as being expired, but if I look at it to here. Here we go. This should be it right here. Yeah, Paramount Pictures. But yeah, no, we've just every time we've reacted to one, it's like we've always been like one behind. I don't know why. What has happened? But that's just
Yeah,
what's
the
been going on.
marketing has been kind of strange for it.
I'm just waiting. We go live with this, and then just immediately
So yeah, that's the thing. Like
publish the movie or something like that.
Yeah,
Just
I
really
think it comes
undercut
out
us.
very, very soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's actually not too far away. I
Maybe
forget
this
the
one will
date.
grab me though.
It will tell us the date, I'm sure.
Let's see. Do I need to go over here?
All right, let me make sure everything's set up
Trying to
here.
make it work.
That's true.
Rick was not ready.
Rick said there were issues. Now I should have my audio or something too, Rick, if we need that way.
Well, I mean, that's for the stream, though. But ideally, I'd like all of us to be able to get it going.
Well, I just shared it to everyone if we want to do it that way. I
We can
guess.
just do it that way where we all just play at the same time.
All right.
That'll probably be easier.
All right, hang on. So this is called Snake Eyes Behind the Mask, and it's Henry Golding,
Golding?
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Should be the one that we're on.
I just clicked the link that you sent me.
Okie dokie. I think we're good for it then.
Watch this be the first one that we watch.
Hopefully it's the right one. We're all good. No, this one's longer. That last one was only like 50 seconds, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Should be ready.
This one looks longer, so I'm at the very beginning. Are you guys all ready?
Yep.
Indeed.
All right. We'll hit it in 3, 2, 1, play.
Aaron, I don't have audio from you.
Pause. Why don't you have audio from
Okay.
me? It was working earlier, wasn't
Oh,
it?
for
Yeah, it
pause.
was. Did you change anything?
I don't know. I don't know. Let me look. Let me look.
Pause. That was gonna be fun.
It looks awesome though. It looks like it's good. I'm hoping there was fighting. You want?
No, Ray Park's not involved. Unfortunate.
I need to open it this way. Broadcast. This one. That's why. Okay. There you
He's
go.
done it.
Now you get audio.
I got audio now, so we start back at the beginning.
Yep, I'm back at the beginning.
Ready?
All right. Everyone ready?
Should be.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh. Dang.
I wonder how close this movie will be to Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wish boy! Boss wants to see you.
I'm in trouble?
Someone is.
This man betrayed our trust. Do it.
Back to
Oh,
back.
that
So
team up
that's
shot.
how they meet each other, huh?
Best way to fight.
You saved my life.
You say needed.
We are going home.
They meet each other. No one
Not
needed
yours.
it.
Mine. I can't change your past,
I need guards in my home.
but I can offer
What?
you a purpose.
Thought you were getting a fence.
People would respect you, you know?
600 years. Our ninja have brought peace into the world.
I really like this fighting location.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Like some Netero shit.
The 3 challenges of the warrior.
The 3 challenges in the what now?
July 23rd, yeah.
Yay! You will gain access
Let's
to
tell
our
them.
knowledge and our power.
Cobra is coming.
What's Cobra?
A shadow organization devoted to global revolution.
Is that one girl that you were
He's
talking
got
about,
an
right?
Infinity
I've been
Stone.
following you for some time.
Man, what if this
I know
Cobra
you.
comes into
I
season
know
3 of
you.
Cobra Kai?
Snake eyes.
Join us.
Yeah, what I saw before in the motorcycle stuff, I mean, like that one there, I love this,
Yeah.
the motorcycle stuff. I hope there's more of it too.
Love that lantern area they had.
Oh, they landed back on the motorcycle?
That's cool.
I don't remember seeing that part before.
I'm really hoping the stunt team that did all the John Wick motorcycle stuff.
Damn. You know what? I wish you would have watched this trailer instead of the last one.
That's the best trailer.
This
Yeah.
one was really good. It didn't have that 5 seconds beforehand where
The
where it shows
stinger.
the damn thing.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate stingers. I hate stingers on bees, and I hate stingers on trailers.
Sure. I mean, I'm already watching the trailer. You don't need to have the stinger for the trailer,
Yeah.
but
Tell you what,
I
the,
get
the, the ninja stuff looks cool. Like I don't really know G.I. Joe or have seen any of the other movies, but I like the ninja looking stuff.
sure.
Once they start pulling out guns and shooting at each other, I'm like, what the hell? Fight with swords, cowards.
Well, G.I. Joes are soldiers, right? So, but no, I don't know. It looks interesting. I'm hoping. I like the fight that they had in the beginning. We hadn't seen that before.
Yeah.
With like the I don't know, baseball bat or pipe or whatever, and the
Sure.
concrete
Like a
and the
sledgehammer.
chain and all that stuff. Like that segment there looked kind of cool. So I'm very interested to see like what they do with, I guess, the fighting more so than anything,
Mm-hmm.
and the stunt work. Like there's some stunts that I've seen already in the trailers
Sure.
that look really cool. I'm hoping that we have some cool stunt work and stuff too, because I have been watching a little bit more of like stuntmen react and stuff like that too.
Mhm.
Listening to some of the things they say and what they do, especially when they're talking about like Jackie. They always try to bring up Jackie Chan all the time.
Oh, yeah.
He's
'cause
the
he does
best.
such good stunts.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
he's
it'll-
the pinnacle, right?
Yeah, I mean he's so good with it. He tries to do practical stuff all he can, but he also tries to do safe stuff, and he also does like. Have you guys ever seen? I remember watching it a long time ago, but then they talked about it in their video too. But it was one where Jackie Chan has like a whole like video talking about his stuntmen, how they do their things. They choreograph their own stunt right then. But
Yeah,
so
they
many
do
of the
it in the moment. Like as they're filming, they're choreographing.
But like so many of the things that they show are like the things that we would do when we were doing ours.
Yeah.
Is just here's a really cheap way
Yeah.
of making it look real
Yep.
and making it work.
Yeah.
And it does pretty well, you know. It's
There's
crazy.
also the kind of like you can see cheats where he's like across the cut. That's not where that was, but when you watch it, it just works.
Sure.
Like there's been times when we've done stuff where like, yeah, that just fucking works. Let's do that. You know. I love seeing that. You know, he relied on that too. There was, I think it was a Stuntman Reacts when they're talking about his fight in Shanghai Nights, where he's fighting with two umbrellas and he traps a guy's arm with the umbrellas, does a motion, and then across the cut, the guy's arm is now trapped inside the hooks of the umbrellas, where they were not there before. They weren't anywhere close. But when you watch in motion, you just buy it. You know, I really enjoy that stuff.
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping with what they've shown kind of so far in the trailers that there's some cool fights, some cool stunt work, and then hopefully the story itself plays out well enough. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I imagine one of these kind of movies is more so for me about like the action and the fun versus like a super intense, paying attention story or something. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But as long as the story's good enough to push through, like here's where Snake Eyes comes from. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And some awesome music for the fights too. Always helps.
Like
It's true.
Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. Makes that movie 80% better.
So.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's so good. I mean, I watched a video of a cat that's walking beside two people, and then a car like goes behind it, and it like jumps up in the air, turns around, and gets into attack mode. And it's a good video. But then they did the same video, but put Mortal Kombat music on whenever he jumps,
100
and
times
it's
better.
amazing.
I bet so.
Yeah.
It's the best video I've ever seen.
Because his back legs jump over his front legs,
They
and then
do.
he turns over and lands like
Yeah, he does like a ninja jump in
Yeah.
the air, and it's like dun 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 dun.
Dude,
So
this
good.
here says that Henry, the guy playing Snake Eyes, trained hard for the film, that he had 5-hour sessions of choreography every day, followed by an hour and a half of one-on-one training.
That sounds awesome.
So I'm
That's really
hoping,
good.
like, exactly what I'm hoping for is what they're doing then, is that they're actually working towards,
Doing
like,
that,
fun stunt moves
trusting
and
their
stuff.
fighters to fight and not, cut every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he worked with Kenji Tanigaki, a stunt coordinator and director on movies like Legend of Seven Monks,
Gotcha.
which I'm not familiar with that one there, but so he worked closely with the stunt coordinator. So, yeah, hopefully, I hope it comes out well, because I know the last G.I. Joe movie, like I said, I watched it, and it was like okay, but a lot of what they did with like character stuff and whatnot, like I understand Make the Rock the Star, a lot of
Mhm.
things did that,
Yeah.
but a lot of people didn't, I don't think, like the second G.I. Joe movie as much as the first. So,
No.
but we'll see what they do.
Indeed. And in like 3 weeks too, because the 23rd of July.
Oh yeah, that's not that far
It's
off
Really soon.
at all. So hopefully it actually, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be anywhere or just solely trailers. Did it say it's gonna do anything else?
You mean theaters?
Yeah, that's
Solely
what I meant
theaters.
theaters, not in trailers. Dolby only in theaters.
Only
is
in
what it
theaters.
says.
Yeah.
So I
got
know a lot of stuff
Really
now is
used
kind
to
of
being
back
able to
and
react
forth.
to movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's been nice being able to react to like new movies, but I know that's slowly gonna go away. But
I have it for a poll someday.
Only
Maybe
in
they'll fight
tra-
with polls. All right. Are
All
we
right.
good to go for questions?
Question time. Get your questions in.
yeah, I think so.
All right. If you want to ask one down the lower left, you can spend channel points on that purple bubble down there to send in a question. I've got Coulson. So far, which MCU Disney Plus series has been your favorite, and why is it Loki?
I have been enjoying Loki a lot.
I've liked Loki, but I think right now I'd probably say Falcon and Winter Soldier. Until Loki finishes.
I mean, I've liked
You know?
all of them for very different reasons.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
There hasn't been any of them that I've disliked. You know what I mean?
I think WandaVision definitely had a slow start, and they kind of knew it too because they released those first 2 episodes first, together. I might have gotten the most emotional so far from Falcon the Winter Soldier. You
Yeah.
know?
No, I think some of this. What?
I said you know.
You know.
No, I like some of the stuff that Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, I like the action they did, the story beats and stuff. Some of the themes they covered. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that I really liked in Falcon and Winter Soldier. That WandaVision, like they didn't go that direction necessarily. I still liked what they did, and it was very mystery boxy, wanting to figure out what's going on and stuff. And I like that. Loki has been also kind of mystery boxy with some action stuff. There hasn't necessarily been. There haven't been like the same kind of themes that I like that
No.
Winter Soldier and Falcon kind of touched on.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what they do with it and where it goes and how it pushes like MCU
Yeah,
further.
I also just can't say which is my favorite and include Loki until Loki's done.
Yeah.
So.
I agree, because lots of things sometimes could flub the ending, and it's like, well, that didn't go the way I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
It had potential to be really good, and the ending doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah.
Hey, Rick, are you planning to play the Yuffie DLC for Final Fantasy 7 Remake? Probably. If I ever finish Ghost of Tsushima. Though I might have to start over again in August when the director's cut comes out.
Yes, Rick.
Just never stop playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Never,
Be happy.
ever stop. I would be happy.
Crush and Cody expands the question before a little more. Since 2021 is halfway over, what's your favorite superhero TV show of 2021 so far? Mine is Loki, even though we only have 4 episodes. Your guys is probably Superman and Lois. From
Superman and Lois has been really good.
No way. I hear
People
you guys
are
talk about it.
sleeping on it. I know people have preconceived notions about what a CW show is, but it is legitimately one of the best superhero shows. That's not like a parody or a like dissection of characters. Like, I really like The Boys, but it's like a parody / dissection of what society sees superheroes as,
Sure.
as opposed to like a mainstream superhero show. But it's probably Superman and Lois in this last year. I also really enjoyed Invincible, though that also
Sure.
has elements of dissection.
Yeah.
But it kind of treats its world in an interesting way too. So it could be Invincible, but I really like Superman and Lois, man. It's so good. They do not cut corners in that show.
No, and I think they do a really good job with, like, it definitely has a bigger budget than like the other
Mhm.
CW shows do, but the characters and the writing for it works really well. And I don't know, like, I obviously can see the difference in budget for like the filming aspect
Sure.
and CGI aspects and that kind of stuff, but sometimes when it just comes down to the base of like the writing for the characters, I feel like what they're doing with it is a lot better than what they do with some other shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know
Also-
if I don't know if I can necessarily say like, well, that's because they threw more money at it. You know?
Sure.
Like that's the baseline.
It's
like,
the quality of the characters too.
Yeah.
Like, they're just incredibly consistent and realistic. I would say
Lois
that
has
you
been
also absolutely, as of right now, do not need to have watched any other Arrowverse shows.
no.
You
Not
could
at
just
all.
go in knowing the basics of Superman, and you're going to be completely caught up. But it's in a show where it looks amazing, it's shot very well. I usually, like, in terms of like characters in a show, what annoys me the most are like the teenagers or the kids. And in this one, the teenagers and the kids are like my favorite part. So it's done very well.
Mhm.
It's probably the one thing I would say, like, so many people have brushed it off and been like, well, I'm not gonna watch that. And hopefully when it goes into HBO Max, it'll get a lot more viewership because it's really good.
Can't really speak to it until the season's over, but it's probably between MHA and Invincible.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Does the bad batch count?
What?
No.
No.
I don't
Bitch.
think so.
They got superpowers, Tick.
But they kind of do in comparison to other clones.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed Invincible, but yeah, it's probably My Hero.
Gotcha. I also have really been enjoying Teen Titans for what it is.
No, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't count that one.
it's
Yeah.
It's not a
definitely growing.
2021
Sure, I
show,
get you.
But
Just for us, for my 2021.
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crush and Cody, did you guys hear that Netflix is doing a live-action Assassin's Creed show like they're doing with The Witcher? They hired Jeb Stewart to write and be the showrunner. If that name sounds familiar, he wrote the original Die Hard movie
Mm.
and the Viking spin-off show called Vikings Valhalla, which is in development.
Yeah, I've heard of Valhalla. Netflix Assassin's Creed, you said it's live action?
Live action.
Interesting. I wonder what they're doing with it. Will they have like a modern component to it, or will it just be mainly, a period piece? What period will they go with? That's interesting.
Well, they already had one live action Assassin's Creed project with
They did.
with a modern component.
And I didn't mind it, except for it's kind of like, because the weird decision that they did with that was that it is actually canon with the Assassin's Creed video game,
yeah,
but it also retreads a lot of stuff from the first game.
The movie did?
Yeah, because it doesn't want you to be like, oh, well, make sure you're caught up with the 17 games we have out. No, you need to be able to just watch this, But there's just parts of it that I'm like, this is all stuff borrowed from other things, and now it doesn't feel like its own thing. In my opinion, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that it was meant to be canon in there. Except that the Animus is real weird.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be canon.
The Animus in that, like, you get in there, but it like moves you around, so he's not just like laying there having a Matrix dream. He's actually like doing the motions and stuff.
I like
which is
Pacific Rim style.
Yeah, which I guess is good for him to develop, like,
the muscle memory
and stuff. But and you only saw it for a couple moments. But I just thought that was a strange choice.
Yeah.
But I did like that Ubisoft had so much like control over that movie, at least.
It's true. I wish more like video game movies could be made with that kind of budget.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson, Rick, I'm on episode 264 of One Piece. How far are you in? Are you still enjoying it? I think I'm at 216. I am still enjoying it. You should follow my Twitter at Archmaster7. I usually tweet on there after I watch a series of episodes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I finished Volume 6 of Berserk.
Volume 6 of the Deluxe Edition.
The Deluxe Edition, yep. And I wait for the next one, Rick.
Without spoilers, did this week's Loki episode have a certain Iron Fist feeling when it came to the action?
No. Let's not insult it so much.
It was kind of cutty, but there was it wasn't like the focus of the scene as much as it was in Iron Fist. So
yeah,
I forgive it a lot more.
I mean, I know what they're talking about in terms of like the actual fight itself, but I guess I wasn't in that moment focused on the fight itself, so I wouldn't call it Iron Fist's problem. Iron Fist's problem was not it was not utilizing their stunt performers correctly. It was making them do like master shots. So like, all right, guys, do this 3-minute fight all at once in this angle, and then we'll reset and do a new angle and do the 3-minute fight all over again. And you just get really bad stuff put together, edited. It just doesn't look good. This, was I would probably say slower than that, but I didn't mind it. I certainly haven't watched it again though to really pay attention. But I had some people say that like, I hate this fight. I thought it was perfectly serviceable, at least.
Really? The Loki fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues. Like, I didn't get like Iron Fist had some fights that I'm just like, I don't like these at all, but I don't know.
Just unmemorable for me.
No,
I can't even really remember it.
There's been a lot of comparisons to the Last Jedi throne room fight, where people suddenly, for some reason, because they really dislike Last Jedi, realize that that fights sometimes have continuity errors. Like, motherfucker, go to every fight that ever exists. I will find you 10 continuity errors.
Probably at least, yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some in every fight.
Yeah. You just don't like that movie.
Happens a lot.
Looking for things to complain about.
Yeah.
Not a question, but the sound of Chidori from Naruto is an actual bird.
Oh.
Talked about birds before.
The Last Jedi is bad.
Has it bad?
One day, we'll have a Star Wars podcast.
Sure.
And we take questions We can debate against viewers if we wanted to.
You want to do that?
Yeah,
I mean,
with the delay.
that could be a
so-
that could be a
You know, it
segment.
would be really fun.
Now the segment by debate though, what I mean is
Yeah.
like, okay, why is it bad? Leave us a spot as to why you think it is, and we'll discuss those. And then they
Sure.
can just like leave a thing,
Yeah.
like, okay, it's bad because of this, and then we can
Yeah.
talk about that topic, and then move on
What
to
I
like
think
the
would be
next one,
fun
you know?
is like you're forced to take on the position of a viewer that has a thing like that, and now you have to argue the other side.
Like, all right, Eric, this person says The Last Jedi is bad, and this is why.
Exactly.
You're on that side, I'm on the other side.
Yeah, and I've heard all those arguments and all that stuff, so I think I can do pretty good in taking that position, even if I don't agree.
That's usually what I do in a lot of videos anyway.
Yeah, sure. But no, I mean, I've watched The Last Jedi, I bet you 40 times in the last couple months preparing for Schmodown, so I like every time I watch it more, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah.
No. I will say that I think a weakness the newer trilogy had
Mhm.
was not having like an A to B planned out like
Oh, of course, yeah.
runner, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, for all three movies. It felt more like they're kind of handing it off and going with it as they go.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
the other trilogies had like, okay, we're starting here, here's where we're going to end up. We're starting here, here's where we're going to end up. And I don't know if they
Mhm.
knew where they were going to end up when they started.
Yeah.
Except for that. That's like my only thing I think I have for it.
I think most of the problems people will have with it will fade away in 10 years, just like it did with the prequels. Right, Rick? You don't know.
He doesn't understand.
Garbo Man, will slaps ever come back?
Hmm.
I don't know. Aaron slapped Calvin the other day.
I slapped him back.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I guess they're back.
We haven't really had a slap bet,
No.
but I guess they mean like redemptions.
I didn't slap him in the face though. It was a fucking needle, and I hit his arm.
You hit me hard. He like wrapped his fingers around my arm like that, and they like snapped me.
By the way, if you do want to have a small Star Wars debate, I do occasionally get into them on our Discord, where we can talk about the things that you need to talk about.
Where we can talk about the things you
Yeah.
need to talk about.
There you go, Pong. They're not back.
I haven't done it yet. I should.
I can't.
Asks, Aaron, are you enjoying The Flash more than Eric, or are you just trying to stay positive and not hate on it too much?
I mean, I think that I like it less than Superman and Lois, but I think that goes with most of the CW shows right now.
Yeah.
I'm not hating The Flash. I wasn't as bothered as much by some things as Eric was.
I was real triggered by some things.
There was some things that really bothered Eric that I'm like, this is what they're going for. It's just sometimes CW shows are a little heavy-handed with the theme they're going for, or when they have like, well, we got to have this point and this point. They don't have like usually like if you have an argument and stuff, like the disagreement, you're usually not so opposite, right? But usually on CW shows, to make sure that they show that there's someone who's really strong one way and really strong the other way.
So like to illustrate where the divide exactly is, they polarize their two arguments.
Sure, yeah. Like if you want to argue about what color the sky was, being like a blue or a purple might be an argument where like those are kind of close, but they would be like, well, it's blue or it's red, you know, and they're very drastically different.
Right.
Rather than being like, it's a light blue, it's a dark blue, you know, like that could be more understandable. But no, they're like, no, it's this different. It's like, well,
From
you
my
gotta go really hard
perspective-
this way or really hard that way, and then they somehow end up in the middle where they should have kind of been to begin with, you know.
Right.
So, but I know they usually do that, but I don't hate it or anything. I think it's okay.
This
hope-
last episode was very fun for me.
I hope it gets a little better.
Yeah.
You know.
Captain Cold, is Teen Titans the Snyder cut of Titans for you guys?
No.
No.
The Snyder cut saved what was bad. Like
Titans. will
Titans
always
was as
be
bad and has remained bad. And maybe the new season will come out and it's not as bad, but Teen Titans is a whole different thing.
Titans
Yeah.
was their intended vision.
Yeah. I mean, I quite like Man of Steel, but Titans is to Superman the movie, you know, that of what I'm sorry, Teen Titans
Titans.
is Superman the movie versus Titans is Man of Steel.
Sure.
And I like both Man of Steel and Superman the movie, but one is a little more fun than the others.
True.
Titans is Man of Steel. That you
Yeah.
said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's darker,
Oh, okay.
grittier.
All right.
Like I wouldn't say that Teen Titans is the Snyder cut of Titans. They're just way too different.
Yeah.
Like I could probably, we could probably fix Titans and try to Snyder cut it by removing some stuff and maybe doing like 3 episodes
Instead
of the
of
season,
instead of 10.
maybe, you know, and then you could Snyder cut it, or you could just watch something else.
Yeah. You would save time by watching something else probably.
Koivo, have you guys ever thought of doing reactions to earlier seasons of shows you started reacting to later seasons first? Well, that would mean that we'd already seen the earlier seasons.
I guess you mean like, why isn't there a season 1, episode 1 reaction to Flash? Well, we'd already seen it at that point.
Yeah, what was the question? It was like,
Like, have you ever thought about going back and reacting to seasons of things that you have reacted to later seasons of?
oh.
But the answer would just be, well, we
Yeah.
started later because
Yeah.
No.
We started Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. later.
I mean, the
guess.
closest thing would be Game of Thrones, right? Like, we were
Sure.
watching Game of Thrones when we started on season 4, or
Yeah.
whatever it was. And then later on, there is a season 1 through 4 from Calvin's perspective because he
Yeah.
hadn't seen it. And
And
also
mine-
from Rick's perspective because he hadn't seen it. So,
And
like,
Doctor Who, I guess too.
Like Classic Who.
well, no, maybe. I can't remember if
'Cause-
me and
'cause-
Melanie started with Doctor Who before we started with Doctor Who.
I mean, the prerequisite is that
think
it
we
has
did.
to have someone that has never seen any of it.
Usually, yeah. Like, it feels weird to
Yeah.
try to, like, all right, we're going to react to this show, but we've all already seen it before.
Mhm.
like
you
there's
know?
some doubling up on Clone Wars,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Rebels now.
but we would never do it for something that we've already seen.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, that means I will
Oh,
not
yeah.
do Psych.
I
Though
think
Eric has
you're-
not seen Psych.
That means that Aaron could take me through Psych
I could do that.
if we
That'd be
did
fun.
Psych.
I think you're technically right. I think we started the like season 1, episode 1 of Doctor Who. Then you and Melanie did like
Yeah, I don't remember.
season 10 or
I don't remember the
12
order
or
of how it
whatever.
worked.
No,
Yeah.
I know that we
I
did some
believe
Peter
you guys did a
Capaldi.
Christmas special,
I know-
and then we started Doctor
I know.
Who.
Yeah. Well, I know we did some Peter Capaldi
Mhm.
stuff. Me and Melanie did
Yeah.
before, but I'd already seen a lot of it before we had all reacted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I haven't seen the Psych movies, but I have seen all of Psych, so I
Mhm.
could react to the Psych movies, but I probably wouldn't react to the Psych series.
Sure.
Captain Cold wants to know, can we get from Eric a flash, the noise that the bird kept making outside of your house?
Flash. Like
That was it.
that.
That was it.
It's not bad.
Rick, do it.
It's like Doom Guy dying or
I
something.
don't know why. Rick sounds, yeah, it sounds
Uh,
different. It's weird. I don't know what
I
it
haven't
is.
heard that bird in years. Ever since I talked about it, I think I killed it.
You killed it.
like by talking about
Maybe
it.
Calvin shot with an arrow.
Jancy's only heard it like once or twice.
Maybe it landed on the arrow that
Maybe.
Calvin shot, and it died next to the arrow.
Maybe.
Why would it die next to the arrow?
Because it got stabbed by the
from
arrow.
From landing next to the arrow.
No,
Like
it
a
landed on
range
the arrow,
effect.
cut its belly, and died.
It wasn't a sharp
Look what
arrow.
you did, Calvin.
It was,
You killed the
it was
bird.
a field point, not a hunting point.
Killed it. I can't believe it.
Homeskiller asks, now that you finished the first 3 seasons of The Expanse, would you consider it a satisfying ending? I think after being canceled, they did a pretty good job making it a potential series finale.
Oh, yeah. If that were to end right there, fuck yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah, I think it would.
I mean, I'm glad I'm watching it more, but I would have been like, this is a great show, and fuck them for canceling it.
Sure. That could have been an ending, though.
I mean, that's far more satisfying than what Firefly got if you didn't have the movie.
Sure. A lot of
Yeah.
other shows got a lot
Yeah.
less than that, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
I
mean,
love The Expanse.
Look at the way Lucifer had to wrap up.
Yeah.
Last one before I get to bits and donations. It's me, Jesto. If you had to switch beards with another member of Blind Wave, who would it be?
Fucking
Rick.
damn it.
Most similar to mine. And it would be weird to have brown hair and a blonde beard or whatever the hell that
Yeah.
is.
I'd probably have to go Calvin.
Joking.
I think you guys are cheating.
We're well within the terms
There's
of
like
the
a-
question.
Fine, I'll take Rick's, but then I'll cut it and dye it.
I guess I'll take Eric's because no one wants his.
Take Aaron's and grow it out. It's much more similar to your hair color than
This is
Rick or mine.
mine's just thinner. Actually, I was thinking today. I was like, damn, it feels like it's getting too long. I need to shave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah, I need to trim it down. It's getting like
It's weird.
Ridiculous.
It's getting like, you know what I
Just
mean?
trim up the neck and you'd be good.
When, I mean, the neck's kind of trimmed. It's
I trim
it's
up my neck.
all this.
Well, I mean, like,
I go a little too high on my neck though.
Under
You're
the
supposed
chin.
to go 2 fingers down from like at your Adam's apples, where you're kind of supposed to keep it there. You know.
Says who?
2 fingers down?
Like,
Fuck.
No, I'm sorry. I need to go 2 fingers down to my Adam's apple.
Oh.
It's about right here is where they say you're supposed to go. Like beard dudes. Like I've watched beard channels that say this is where it's supposed to be. You know.
Where the fuck do they know?
So they're
they
policing
got
where
good
your
beards.
beard belongs now?
No, they're
I'm
saying
gonna
like
grow
where the
mine.
right place is.
I'm gonna shave it up to here.
That's gonna look bad.
I mean, I usually kind of
Have
keep
you
it
seen
on
the
my-
monkey tails? Come on.
Have you seen?
I haven't.
I
People
brought
can do
that up. I
whatever the
showed you
hell they
guys
want.
that.
I showed you guys that,
Oh,
and then you.
I have, and it's
showed it
stupid.
later.
No,
And
I
the
don't
beard
remember.
YouTube guys would be like, "Fuck this."
No, those guys probably are like, "This is great. It's
No,
it's
they're
amazing
not.
haircut. Everyone
They're
take
selling
this.
their beard oil and
Have
making
this
money.
go like this." I'm gonna shave monkey. I'm gonna have monkey tail tomorrow. Group stream.
Are you?
No, I'm not gonna do that. This is
I'll do
ridiculous.
it.
Are we all doing it?
No,
Eric, are we doing it?
No, you're gonna do it when we hit 1 million subscribers.
Dang it. I didn't agree to that.
You did.
I'll
You
do it
tweeted
tomorrow, but not when we do it for
If we hit 1 million
subscribers.
subscribers by the end of the year, I'll shave a monkey tail.
All right, clip that. Keep it.
Calvin, are you with me?
Yeah, I
See,
guess.
there you go. We all will do it, right?
Eric.
Eric,
Agrees.
by the end of the year,
1 million subscribers.
by the end of 2021,
Trying to see how unlikely it's gonna be.
monkey tail. What?
I mean, if our
It's not gonna
fans like
happen.
organize and really try to fuck us over, then it might work.
They're not gonna
It's
do
not
it.
fucking us over. They're just helping us in a different way.
They don't want us to have monkey tails, probably, so they won't do it.
I don't know.
Eric's like, I don't want to say yes because
Rick.
if it happens, I don't want to have to shave my.
I might get married soon. You know? We'll have a monkey tail.
I'm pretty
Just
sure
don't
the goat is immune.
That's not how it works,
That's
Rick.
not
That's
how,
how
it
it
works.
works.
You
at
can't.
all.
No, those rules
That
don't
just
still
means
work.
that you don't have to put money in your
I
jar.
can't believe Rick and Eric aren't willing to shave their face.
It says right here.
If we hit 1 million subscribers, Calvin and I at least love you guys.
Well, I'm more likely to shave my face and do the monkey tail.
Well, you can
do
shave it
immediately
after the
afterward.
monkey
Then
tail.
shave your face.
That's probably what I'll do. I'll shave the monkey tail, have the monkey tail for like however long, and then
Yeah.
shave that off. Cause I'm like,
I
I'm not
would
I
do
can't
the
keep
monkey
this.
tail for a week of reactions.
Sure.
If we had 1 million subscribers by the end of the year.
I'll do a week of reactions to the monkey tail.
Yeah.
Melanie's gonna hate me, but I'll do it.
Carmen is glad she's not in chat right now.
You gotta shave your face and get a tattoo of a monkey tail. How about that?
That's so much worse.
I'm not
Now
gonna
you can't have
tattoo.
a clean shaven
I'm not
face.
doing it. No tattoos.
No way.
No.
Well, then you just grow back the beard and they can't see the tattoo.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
it would. Right?
I don't know.
No, that's the worst.
What you do is you shave your head, and then you get a tattoo of a monkey on your head, and its tail comes down
Mhm.
and makes your mustache and stuff.
No.
But no, I'm against tattoos. But I will shave the monkey tail.
Yeah,
I
haven't
would
shaved-
rather shave my head than get a tattoo of a monkey tail beard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
would too.
shaved my face for years, but I love the feeling of shaving my face.
I shaved
Sure.
my face, but only on one side.
Hey, kind of, you only need one side because you just go like this.
Yeah,
You just shave all this.
Could do that.
And you just
you do the Two-Face beard. Just
Could do that.
bisect your face. Just shave one half clean and the other side grow
Although
out.
the rowdy,
I kind of want to do mutton chops.
the
at one
rowdy
point,
beard
though.
would be kind of cool too.
Oh yeah.
Remember Rowdy?
Yep.
It had like the shaved designs into the beard. But anyway,
It's true.
Rick, my boy.
Acupuncture
It's-
for Aaron at 1 million.
And donation.
Not doing acupuncture. I will shave my beard. Eric will do mutton chops if we hit 1 million. I'll do monkey tail. Calvin's gonna do monkey tail, and Rick's going to.
Just continue to be perfect.
Damn it, Rick! Rick, fucking this up.
And always. LKG. Resubscribe for 27 months. Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Eddie. Resubscribe for 6 months.
Rick does a mohawk. That's great.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Eddie.
Mohawk.
Mohawk. You do a mohawk, Rick, and we spike it. Like you leave it the
Yeah.
same length. This right here, we
Spike
just
it.
We spike it.
super spikes. Oh my god, with that beard, that'd be crazy. That's what we do. million subscribers, Rick. You just have these gigantic mohawk. So much fun.
It would be fun.
Okay, here's your beard growth tutorial.
Hilding, 200 bits. Weekly loving.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elding.
Just let it grow.
Luis Julie resubscribed for 20 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Max Man for 18 months.
Thank you, man.
Rick, you've had your hair and beard since your daughter was born, right?
I have
Or-
lost
She's had memory.
both of them since she's been born.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
'Cause I shaved half of it once, and like
Like, which half?
Would she remember
it
this?
was like the right half. No, she doesn't.
See, the thing is, like, I don't know if my dad ever shaved when I was born, but I've never, in living memory, have ever seen my dad without a beard.
Sure.
My mother never saw my dad without his beard.
Wait, Rick. So wait, did you shave half your face? So like Evelyn came in, and you're like, "Hello, daughter."
Yes.
She's like,
That's what I tried, but she was unfazed.
Yeah.
She was unfazed by it.
Yeah.
Dude, my kids I'd probably come home having shaved a monkey tail into my beard. My kids just be like, "Whoa," because like I came home wearing makeup from the Valentine's Day stream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't wash off my face after last Friday, so I went and got pizza and stuff. When I came home, like Ayla was like, "Whoa, look at your suspenders," because I had my suspenders on still.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Yeah, aren't they cool?" And she's just looking at them, and I'm just like staring face to face with her. And she's like pulling on them and stuff. And then she looks up, she goes, like, "Whoa, what's on your face, Dad?"
That's funny.
It's like they're probably just getting used to me just coming home with something
Yeah.
going on.
Moist Panties subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Douglas Ryder subscribed for the first time.
Oh, Douglas.
Thank you. Oh, Douglas.
Connor DeGod subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Connor.
God.
Praise Connor.
Howen and 100 bits. Thank you. Gustavo Bruno resubscribed for 30 months.
Thank you, Gustavo.
Thank you.
Gustav.
Mass Cuddy, 100 bits.
Thank you. That's good.
Cuddy.
Icrudi, 2,000 bits.
Thank you,
Wow.
Crudy.
Thank you, Crudy.
So much for the bits.
Terrence resubscribed for 5 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I like your suggestion.
Underhand Comic resubscribed for 27 months.
Thank
you,
you,
comic.
Thank you.
Turtle Cows, 100 bits.
Turtle cows. Thank you for the bits.
Sounds like an avatar animal.
Teenage and a half shell turtle cow.
Out of Raw, 26 months.
Thank you, Aldo.
Algebra.
Ecrudy with another 400 bits.
Thank you.
Lano, 100 bits. I do love it when they hit the button, but then they keep talking for another 10 minutes, and now I have to find a natural place to add the
Mhm.
conversation in before the button hits.
You heard it. He likes
I
it.
mean, it does happen. I'm sorry, but
Very often.
sometimes we have more topics and we got to talk about stuff.
It's true. Sometimes
So-
we can't risk wasting a good button hit.
Well, honestly, what it is in between the topics that we talk about, every once in a while we just need to have like a little break and just
Yeah.
kind of like stop talking. That way there's some natural pauses that can either be cut out or fit in a new conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we should do. Like we don't need to like rush through the conversation because we can cut it.
It's true.
Alex the Great resubscribed for 33 months.
Thank you, Alex.
Glorious Pandemonium resubscribed for 2 months.
Thank you, Pandemonium.
Z-Win TV cheered 500 bits.
Z-Win.
Thank you.
Scanlan Shortholt resubscribed for 26 months. Hi, Aaron, Calvin, Eric, and Rick. I used to be Demigod Wildcat.
Wildcat sounds familiar.
Yeah, Wildcat
does.
does sound familiar. That's from like
That new name does not.
long time ago.
1 month streak. So, welcome back. Captain Cold, 50 bits. Happy American Zoo Day, International Joke Day, Blank 182 Day, Canada Day, Devotion to Duty Day, National U.S. Postage Stamp Day, National Post Worker Day, National Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day, National Ginger Snap Day, International Chicken Wing Day, Zip Code Day, Dog House Repair Month, and happy birthday to Andre Brower, the actor from
Holt.
Captain Holt.
Yeah. Happy
Awesome.
birthday, Holt.
Thank you.
I will
Nice.
get chicken wings
Happy
tonight.
birthday.
I did want to ask on the
Chicken
last guy
wing,
though,
chicken wing, hot
if
dogs and
Scanlan
burritos.
was from Critical Role or Wildcat, because I'm pretty sure that's a Critical Role name. I think it was Sam's character. I forget. I haven't caught up and watched it all yet.
Chicken wing,
And on
chicken
Iba,
wing.
38 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Iba.
Yeah.
And
you,
on
Iba.
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 Chaos Theory, 100 bits. I didn't know I needed a Surf Ninjas reaction in my life. Loved every minute of that reaction.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
Who
don't-
said that?
Good.
Chaos
Guys,
Theory.
don't
Yes,
sleep.
chaos.
Don't sleep on the Surf Ninjas reaction. If you like stuff like I don't
Sega?
want to salt anything. Go ahead.
If you like Sega,
Sega.
definitely watch it.
Tintin Who, 24 months. 2 years. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tintin.
Thank you, 1010.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, the way you said that, I imagined, oh shoot, what's Walter's brother-in-law from Breaking Bad?
Hank,
Hank. I imagined Hank saying it. Yeah.
2 years. Yeah.
Scared Hitless. Subscribe for the first time.
Thank you,
Thank
scared.
Hitless.
Captain Cold 10 bits. When Rick said next poll needs to be a Nicolas Cage poll, I don't know why I thought he said we need a penis poll.
I mean,
We can make that happen, I think. Dick
Is that
Tracy.
like the titty tube?
I mean, almost all movies have penises. You just don't see them.
but they're not on a pole.
It's true.
Does the titty or does the penis pole go up the titty tube? Like in the middle?
Dunce. 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 Dunce.
This is not like
Dunce.
Shell
Dunce.
or Shane
Dunce.
rather with the bells.
Woozy. Resubscribe for 7 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Woozy.
Thank you,
Getting a little
Woozy.
woozy here.
Thaddeus J. Spider. Resubscribe for 22 months. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Spider.
Captain Cold, 10 bits. Not sure if you guys remember, but some of your first video podcasts were just you guys reading questions from the book Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs.
Yep. And then having in-depth debates.
And then we got cards from the same guy.
Did Chuck Klosterman.
Yeah, that was my brother's suggestion. He used to take those around like whenever he would go to like a party or something that I don't know what the hell I'm gonna talk about. I'll just bring out this book.
All right, that works.
Was he a TED presenter?
Yes.
And Anonymous Cheer, 5 bits.
Thank you, Anon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
7 KOS, 5 bits.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
KOS.
Thank you.
Chris Fizz, 100 bits. Hey there, did you know about Twitch Prime? Oh, you may be asking, what's Twitch Prime? Let me tell you, when you connect your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you can get 1 free sub to Blind Wave on Twitch every month. That means no ads, all emotes, and Pog Champs all around.
You know
Whoa.
who is subscribed to Blind Wave with their Twitch Prime account?
Who, Eric?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't looked. I'll have to look it up. Me! I am.
Oh!
Yay.
Actually, I need to check, make sure it's renewed.
Let me
Thank you, Chris
check
Fizz.
the users list.
Appreciate the shout out for Amazon
I'm
Prime.
not on.
Captain Cold, 10 bits. Someone on YouTube made a My Hero poll saying who would be the worst brother to have.
Mm-hmm.
With 291,000 votes, the results were Dobby,
Yeah.
5% Bakugo, 8% Overhaul, 12% Mineta, 59% All for One, I think is what that's supposed to say.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I think having Psycho Murder tortures family would be worse than a scrawny small pervert.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
And it might give you a power.
Sure, you gotta take the good with the bad.
I mean, you don't have to.
Captain Cole
a
with
rule.
another 10 bits. Jackie Chan fighting stunt or Tom Cruise action stunt?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie.
Yeah,
Jackie
it's
Chan.
gotta be Jackie Chan.
Jackie.
I'm
As
glad
much as I
that
love
we are
Tom Cruise.
unanimous in that.
I mean, Tom Cruise
Yeah.
is a close second, probably. But
No. Aaron,
No.
don't try it.
No.
It's not worth it. Don't dishonor yourself.
This makes me so happy.
Don't die on that hill. Red Storm, subscribe for the first time.
Thank you, Red Storm.
Thank you. Captain Cole with another 10 bits. Wow, Aaron hates Bill Murray and The Rock too?
The Rock.
I didn't know you hated The Rock, too.
Yeah, you were complaining about The Rock and
Damn.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
I didn't complain about him. I've been talking about his workout
Can't
routines
believe it.
I heard it.
And his-
Everyone heard it.
and his tequila. And I'm like, oh look, he has an energy drink. I need to check this out more.
The Rock has more influence on Aaron's life than any celebrity has on the rest of our lives, I feel like.
I think it's
That might
probably
be
true.
true.
Except Nick Cage or,
Red Brown.
no. I mean, he wears his underwear. I can't remember.
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy
Wiseau?
Wiseau.
Unfortunately-
Do you wear his
Hell of a-
underwear, or do
hell
you
of
just
a
like have it
sentence.
framed, Rick?
No, I can't.
You
Yeah,
can't.
I can't.
He doesn't want to dilute it.
It's briefs.
He doesn't like briefs.
People can wear briefs.
I feel like dilute was a
No.
good word for that.
Do you have them framed
Dilute?
like in a like on your wall, Rick?
Maybe. Along with his autograph.
So,
his
okay.
autograph picture.
Captain Cold said that 59% of it was for Marietta. So like, that's why he's saying like, what?
Yes. Yes.
Marietta?
Yeah, 59% was
Yeah.
Marietta.
That's ridiculous. Manetta's a fucking hero.
Captain Cole with another 10 bits. A guy on YouTube in the past week has made a bracket to see what the best Star Wars thing is.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the finals for it, and 2 of the finals are Revenge of the Sith and Clone Wars.
Gotcha.
This is all viewer voted bracket.
I mean, I really do think Clone Wars is one of the best Star Wars things.
Yeah. I would
So
agree.
I'd go with that. I also like Revenge of the Sith, but I also like literally all of it, so.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, there's not a lot of Star Wars I'm like, man, I hate this.
Me
You
either.
know, that I don't like. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything that I hate.
Yeah.
Might be some things where I'm like, this might not be for me.
The only thing I
The
hate
Ewok
about Star
movies,
Wars
I don't
is,
think you would like.
But those
Aaron?
aren't canon.
yeah, Aaron, yeah.
Those aren't canon.
The only thing I hate about
not
Star
real.
Wars is people trying to convince me I should hate something about Star Wars.
Sure, like Rick just did.
Yeah.
Chiding Balloon, resubscribe for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ritlock, 22 months. Patch 9.1 finally.
Woo! It is. It's out. Who said that?
For what?
Ritlock.
Ridlock?
Ritlock.
Ridlock? Yeah. I've been playing.
I assume, wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I was going to say, because patch 12.11 is out for Escape from Tarkov.
Well, that's not the same number.
It wiped yesterday,
9.1.
but it's a new patch.
Yep.
Captain Cold with 7 bits. Not sure if you guys saw in podcast suggestions or if you already knew, but there's plans for a potential Disney Plus National Treasure show with Nicolas Cage and the other 2 actors from the movie.
What?
Really like that first movie.
So is it what? Let me see. What are you talking about now?
Disney
National
Plus
Treasure.
National Treasure show with Nicolas Cage and the other 2 actors from the films.
I want to see this. Huh.
That's pretty hype.
Disney announced a new National Treasure show. So it'd be a show, not a movie.
Has Nicolas Cage ever been in a show?
It's
It's only been movies, right?
No, I'm sure he's been in a TV show. Probably started in a TV show, right?
Did he? I mean, he had like family connections.
He
starting
was in
out.
like a teen show, wasn't he?
I think he started in something.
Maybe.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find something.
Well, while you're looking, Captain Cold has a 2-parter here with 20 bits and 10 bits. Eric, imagine this. You're trying to find a place for your wedding, but you can't find any place that isn't already taken until
Yep.
one place lets you have your wedding there. That place is Columbus, Ohio,
Okay.
and that place is Arby's. In a hurry and wanting to marry your true love, you book it thinking that the cookie was wrong.
Yeah.
Then on your wedding day, when you and Jancy are up at the altar and the minister
Uh-huh.
as having you saying your vows, when you're about to say "I do," the minister stabs you. It turns out that he's the guy you sent to jail when you were on jury.
Oh.
He runs out of the Arby's, and you on the ground in Jancy's arms say your last words to her, "I do," and then
Hmm.
you two kiss, sealing each other's vows.
Yeah, and break the curse.
What?
I won't die though. And I'll go back and stop that man. I don't know that minister's there. I'm not gonna have a minister at my wedding.
Okay, so I didn't personally find anything yet, but one of the first results that I found for Nicolas Cage being in a TV show, there was a untitled Joe Exotic project in which Nicolas Cage starred as Joe Exotic, which would probably be pretty good.
Okay.
It could be a movie though.
8 episodes.
He was in some TV movies. I see.
Made for TV movies? That's not the same.
I found that.
Not the same.
He's the
Doesn't count.
host of the history of swear words.
That's true.
True,
He is.
but that's not.
He's a host. Where he's just Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. He's not technically acting, right?
I count it.
Calvin, apparently Cage is going to star in an upcoming Amazon TV series as Joe Exotic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
Like that's an upcoming thing.
Upcoming.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
His
I'll
first
watch that.
Cage's first television role will have 8 episodes and will be available on Prime Video. Apparently that will be his first like TV role.
I think he could do it. I'm curious.
Cage will portray a fictionalized version of himself in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I saw that too. It sounds like a Jean-Claude show that he did a few years back. All right, where do we leave off? New State of Min, 100 bits. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jazz Medra, 11 months, almost a year of watching. Stream, gonna go back to work in person really soon as New York City opens up. And sad that it will mean missing out on Thursday podcast and Friday group streams. We'll miss you.
We will miss you.
Yep. But
Miss.
congrats on going back to work.
Well, maybe.
Well, there's always
Maybe.
VODs,
Yeah.
archive channel, and uploads.
Indeed.
He apparently will also be in something called High Fire. He's gonna be like a talking dragon.
Grr.
Yeah, I guess. He's also gonna be a pig farmer who's trying to save his kidnapped pig
Oh, damn.
in a movie
okay.
called Pig.
Huh.
So there you go. Some Nick Cage things to look
You
forward
guys
to.
need to watch
Don't care about that.
Jiu-Jitsu
Yeah.
and Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
You guys are lacking behind.
I haven't-
Nicolas
I
Cage.
don't
haven't
feel
watched
behind,
them.
but I probably am.
I haven't watched him because I wanted to. I was like, well, if we react to him, I don't want to see him.
Yeah. You're ahead. Good.
Yeah,
Zero.
you're watching things you shouldn't be, like Mac's video.
Zero Matt, subscribe for the first time.
Thank
you very
you.
much. Captain Cold, 10 bits. Rick, you heard the percentages wrong on the My Hero, and it was 59% for Mineta of Worst Brother. Yes. I think I got it right.
The first time you didn't, but it's fine.
And Ruvian, subscribe for the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben.
Ruby.
I got exercises, a couple for Aaron, one for Calvin.
Yep.
Push-ups from Iron Man and Tracer James for Aaron. Aaron for the weakest beard. Aaron, it's Abomination. Calvin has squats.
You
from
know
Chet-
what? I bet there would be some debate on that if it wasn't for like, well, the subtitles said it. That's cheating.
Calvin has
I hate
squats
subtitles for that reason.
from Chazzy Black Onyx. For Calvin, what is wrong with you?
I
think
just
that's
thought
back when
it
you were
would
talking about the
be
goat.
a funny modification.
Yeah, the goat thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it was around that time.
I'm gonna make it
it
shoot
definitely
out
was.
some chocolate syrup.
We are going to be back tomorrow starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time playing Chivalry 2.
That way, if you're the winner, you get to push the button and lick tasty chocolate.
It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you come back for that. Saturday, I'm going to be streaming Ghost of Tsushima starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Which, again, going to be a lot of fun. Back for that one as well.
Yep.
And I need, like... We need more capture cards in the PC, so I can have more cameras that are, like, below desk level. We can catch the push-ups.
I don't think we
cameras.
need that at all, Rick.
More cameras.
You just need one. You need one, Rick.
I just need one.
We
yeah.
say one camera.
One
guy.
wide angle one.
I don't think people need to see our legs.
No!
Well, on that note,
My controller failed.
we'll see you guys next time.
My controller fail.
What are you gonna do?